Yo, 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 what is up? Happy mother loving new year. It is 2024. We are finally back, and I'm trying to get over being sick. It's been a rough couple days for me. Um, 2024 started out hard, guys. Like, I was up and first off, I didn't even really see the new year because I was asleep because I wasn't feeling good. I woke up and it was like 12:30, and I was like, "Oh, it's the new year," and I went right back to sleep. You can probably hear it in my voice. Uh, I've been dealing with being sick since Friday, and yeah, I'm still sick. I'm trying to get over it, but the show must go on. Um, and this market also seems to be sick of buyers because we sold off heavy overnight. It's been nuts. But before I get into all that, thanks so much for joining us, or me currently right now. Hobbs might be joining later, but he is also going through things just like me. He just having neck problems. So prayers up for Hobbs. If he's not in the comments, just prayers to him that he gets better, because the man has been hurting lately. So yeah, we're both kind of struggling. But yeah, this market over the Christmas holiday was by far the hardest market to trade. There was like zero volatility. The market was not moving at all. We were in such small range. So if you traded during that time and you were actually successful, good on you, because I sized all the way down because I was not playing around with this market. It was hard. It was really tough to trade. I know a lot of people decided not to trade. But for me, I just kind of wanted the exposure of trading and some lower volatility, and just I just wanted to sit and watch the market, even if I wasn't going to trade it, which I still took some trades. But yeah, it was a little bit tougher to trade during this time period. So really looking forward to getting the volatility back in the market. I read somewhere that the day after New Year's is a really volatile day. And yeah, as you guys can see on the charts, it's already kind of started off to be really volatile. Overnight, we've already sold off a hefty amount on ES and NQ. So uh, really excited about today, honestly. Really excited to get back to normal. I just feel like we haven't been normal in 3 weeks, really ever since December started. So we'll see what happens. But let's start out with my pre-market plan here. I'm gonna start with I'll start with NQ. I'll start with NQ, and then I'll go to ES. Good morning, Hustle for Life. How's it going, bro? Um, all right. So on on NQ, pretty much throughout the holiday, we just kind of slowly chugged our way up, chugged our way up, and then we finally hit a level at 17,15375, and we finally kind of started that rejection. And then overnight, we kept making we were coming back up, and then to a point, and then we started making those lower highs again, and then we finally dumped. We got a really nice dump again on Friday, and luckily we actually caught this dump in the Discord. I caught it on ES. Hobbs caught it on NQ. It was a really nice trade. And then now overnight we've got another dump, and I'll tell you why I think that is here in a second. Shout out to Hobbs, because I would have known without him. But yeah, so we got another dump overnight, much more substantial dump than we got during the day on Friday. And now we're finding support around this 30-minute demand zone at 16,840. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for price to come back up into 88375. If we can come back up into 88375, I want to see what buyers and sellers do up there. There's not much resistance above here. So I think if we can get back above here and buyers can reclaim it, then we'll head back up into the 17,000s. But if we come back up here and we reject, then I think we're going to go test lower prices. As you can see, I got this level because we've had 1, 2, and then we kind of consolidated around here 3 times. So this level was kind of an area of resistance, and then we kind of tried to use it as support. Kind of failed at it, but this area has been key for me. I think it's okay. Yeah. So this is when we broke this the first time. This was an area I was looking for the retest to happen. So I'm going to leave this on my chart. It's an area of interest that I'm going to be looking at. And then if we can find buyers down here and we can reclaim it, then I want to long it. But I don't want to be a first buyer down here, especially after all this selling that just happened. I just don't want to buy down in this area and then potentially just get dumped on by the selling to continue, especially since we're in a pretty strong downtrend right now. We've got the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So for me, it's just better to stay away from it's just better for me to stay away from being a buyer too soon, right? And then for ES, it's pretty much the same story. ES is pretty much the exact same story. If I go to like the hour chart, we have the lower high or higher high, lower high, lower high, or lower low, lower high, and then lower low. So again, same kind of deal. I'm looking for 4788 over on ES to be my area of interest. If we can come back up and retest 4788, I'll look to short the market if sellers can prove to me that they want to continue to sell. And if buyers are strong enough to reclaim 4788, we come back and retest it, then I'll be looking to long up into the 4808 level. And then again, this level was that same kind of area where we use it as resistance. We broke below it, resistance again, reclaim, support. So this area is a little bit better on ES as far as its keenness for me, but this is the same area on NQ. So that is so that is what I'm looking for on ES and NQ. If we go over to the VIX finally got the rally that we've been looking for. I was looking for the VIX to get over 1450, and that's because we had this triple bottom, or we had this double bottom right here. And when we got below it, we were acting as resistance. So it was one support, turned to resistance, and then we finally broke above it. So I'm going to be watching the VIX to continue its rally. As long as the VIX can continue to rally today, then we should see a pretty nice dump on the day. So it should be something to watch. I really don't have an area of interest on the VIX. I'll just be watching it more for just the movement on the day to see what happens. But I guess if we can get back below the 14s, then we'll probably see a really nice rally, or a nice rally is going to be going on if we get back below here. So that'll kind of be something to watch. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at for the VIX. And then for the stocks, I was kind of watching Tesla a little bit on the day, just because Tesla had that news this morning. They had deliveries, and they actually beat on their deliveries, which was good. And the stock did rally, but now it's come back down pretty significantly. So on Tesla, what I'm looking for this area to hold. We have resistance, kind of use this area as support. So I want to see if this can kind of hold this gray box right here. If it can hold this gray box right here and it can get pretty aggressive to the upside, then hopefully that'll help fuel NQ and ES. I know that sometimes Tesla does the opposite of the stocks. However, I think that this could be a good opportunity for Tesla to help push NQ and ES up. And then Apple is gapping down. It's gapped down a lot. We were at 192. We're at 188. We're in a daily demand zone. I don't have much until we get down to 176. So could be a really big fall for Apple. Pretty big retracement. Kind of makes sense just because ES and NQ have fallen so far. So this is kind of the last line of defense for Apple. So we'll see what happens. Apple's been gapping down and then ripping the past couple days. So we'll see what happens. But overall, it's in a downtrend like the rest of the stock market. So we'll see what happens there. Same story on Google. Google's also gapping down pretty aggressively and could get into this kind of gap fill area right here. Could potentially close this gap fill down to about 138. So about another $1 down. So that'll be something to watch as well on Google. And then we've got Microsoft. And Microsoft was in a 3-hour supply zone. It kept rejecting its 3-hour supply. And now it's really selling off. Again, just another one to watch. I don't really have any bounce spots for it. I guess we have some support where we're currently kind of trading at right now. So we'll have to watch that. But yeah, everything's looking pretty silly to the downside today. Whoa, let's see. And then the last thing I have is news. Let me see what they're talking about real fast. Let me share my screen. I completely forgot to share my screen. There we go. All right, but the last thing I have today is the news on the day. So let me share my news. All right. So the news, let's see, today's second. Yep. So we don't have any red folder news. We only have yellow folder yellow folder news on the day. Looks like we've got construction spending month over month at 10 a.m. So really shouldn't do much to the market. Oh, we also have final manufacturing PMI today at 9:45. So that might be a little bit of something that might cause a little like jolt in the market, but I'm not expecting too much of anything else. Now, let me pull up the big news. Oops. I'll just pull it up on here. All right, so this is the big news on the day, and that's Japan issues a tsunami warning and orders evacuation after earthquakes. That's the news that we think may have caused this whole entire dump to kind of start to happen on ES and NQ. There was a earthquake that hit Japan, and now they're looking at a tsunami potentially happening over there. So they got hit with a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, and so yeah, that's kind of big news. And it's funny because Hobbs kept saying like for this market to come down, there needs to be a black swan event, and this could be a black swan event, even though for all my conspiracy theorists out there, unless you think that the governments can create an earthquake, which I mean, hey, I guess anything's possible, but I don't know if it's for the purpose of bringing the market down just so that people can sell out of their positions, and it's just not because it's the new year and people are trying to take their profits. I don't know. I mean, you can say what you want, you can be on whatever side of the fence, whatever side of the aisle you want to be on, but at the end of the day, there was a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, might cause a tsunami in Japan, and so for that reason, the stock market may have crashed out or may have dumped. I don't know whether that's true or not. I can't tell you. I want to say Hobbs in the Discord were talking about how the Japanese yen was falling and that was strengthening the dollar, which is also in correlation bad for the stock market as a whole because people are putting their money back into the dollar. So cause and effect, yes. But conspiracy theorist, I am not when it comes to this. I'm a conspiracy theorist about aliens. That's about as far as my conspiracy theories go. So yeah, I mean, could be, but I'm not 1,000% sure. So I just leave it to that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I got for this morning. So let me go back over to my charts. I'm going to be trading ES today. I'm going to be sticking on ES, but if you want to call out levels on NQ, that's also cool as well. I'll be looking for that. Oh, also, I did add our affiliate link down for Apex. Apex is running a 90% off sale. No pressure. You don't have to, or not 90, it's 80%, sorry. And they're running an 80% off sale. So if you want to support the channel, then go ahead and get yourself an Apex account because I just got one. I got a brand new one for the new year. So, you know, I'll talk more about my new year plans a little bit later, probably when I'm done trading. Been going over a lot of psychology stuff lately. So I have some pretty big new year plans. We still got some time, so I will say, well, let me get into these comments first, and I'll let y'all know. Richard Owens is in the building, says good morning. Micaiah 55, what's good, Micaiah, says morning. Mexi Fatso says person turquoise waving. What's up, Mexi? And then Black Beauty Machine says new year. Let's go. New year. All right. So yeah, while we have some time, I'm not gonna get into everything just yet. I do have a video that I'm gonna be posting probably if not today, because I'll end up working on it today. If not today, then probably sometime this week. It just depends on if I take a trade today or not. But yeah, it's a new year, and it's not a new me. Or no, it's a new year and it is a new me. Yeah, that's what it is. I think for me, I've been digging a lot into my own psychology. I'll go into the story a bit more, but it's funny because Hobbs and I kind of had an epiphany at the same time, which is kind of hilarious how that works. But as far as the new year goes, my advice to everybody in here is a lot of people during the new year, they either they set new year goals, which is perfectly fine, and I think you should, but a lot of people they'll say new year, same me, right? And it's a new year for sure, but if you haven't reached your goals and where you want to be, then being the same you ain't gonna work. You got to be a new you, right? And there's nothing wrong with trying to be a new, better version of yourself for the new year, and there's no better time to try to start new habits and form good new habits than the new year, right? Because that's what everybody does. Everybody during the new year, they say, oh, well, I'm going to lose weight this year, or, I'm going to go back to school and get a degree, or whatever your goal is, right? But to do that, you can't be the same you were last year. You gotta change. You gotta be a change agent, as they like to say in psychology. And the only way you're gonna do that is by changing yourself, right? And I think that can be kind of scary sometimes to have to change who you are from a fundamental standpoint. And it's also very difficult. But that's part of the battle, is knowing that you have to change yourself, and especially when it comes to trading, because at the end of the day, trading, yes, it's about the charts, it's about the candlesticks, it's about buyers and sellers, and even the money, right? But most importantly, it's about you, and it's about how you are and your personality and what you're good at, what you're bad at, and what you can do to improve. And understanding what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are, and doing more of what you are strength-wise and doing less of what you are weakness-wise, or at least trying to bring your weaknesses up, which is also very difficult, by the way, because one, it's very hard to fix a weakness. But if you focus on that weakness and you fix it in the stock market or in the financial markets or in general, not only will that bleed over into your regular life, which is great, but it'll also really, really help with this journey that we're on in the stock market. And it looks like I have a special guest in the queue. I'll wait and see if he actually turns on his background, or if he's going to show his room. That natural lighting in there looks good, though. I'm not gonna lie, it looks bright. Yeah. What up?
Hey, what's going on, Doug?
I'm waiting for that sign to get behind you.
Like my little neck piece right here.
Hey man, it looks like a bib.
Shut up, man. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do my green screen, or do I want to leave it? Is it too bright?
No, it's not too bright. You changed the view of your camera, huh?
Yeah, it's my Logitech camera, because my laptop is moved, so I can't. I mean, I can do the other camera.
Oh, you're not using your wait. I thought you were using your phone camera.
No,
that's your phone camera, but
this is my this right here is my Logitech camera, my streaming camera.
Oh, I thought you were using your MacBook camera, right?
Yeah.
This thing, I've been touching it with my greasy ass hands this morning.
All right.
That's much.
I can't pronounce your. I swear I'm gonna butcher your name. Ulysses. Is it Ulysses? Let me know if I'm right. Ulysses says let's go, and also says it looks all right. So that's good.
Okay,
I think it looks fine too. I think it looks good too.
I'm playing with it. I'm going into the new year like Justin. New year, new me. I'm just trying to go natural, man. Like, fuck, I don't need the background, need none of that. I just want to trade.
You're trying to go all natural.
All natural. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to. How's my mic? Is my mic good? Because it's a little bit further away from me.
No, it's straight. I mean, look, I need my background because my background is my life, which is the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen might not be him at the moment, but he's I'm right. He lost the H. He's just an I. He's just an I and an M at the moment.
Bad. All right. Well, now that I got that good, let me put this over here so I can kind of share my screen.
So right now you got to turn your whole body, don't you? You got to like
to share my screen.
Not
really.
No. I'm talking about the look around.
No. I have a lot more motion than I did over the weekend. It's because I've been doing a lot of the work, right? Like I wake up, I roll out in my little foam roller, and then I take some pills, eat some food, and then I put a heating pack on. And after I'm done charting or whatever it is I'm doing, then I'll put ice on. I'll eat again, and then more muscle relaxers. It's been a pain. I had to go get a shot in the butt the other day. For you guys that don't know, I had to go to the ER. It was bad, man. I got real bad back and neck problems, and when they flare up, it's painful. So that's the only reason why I'm late. I took a muscle relaxer super late last night. It knocked me out, got me some good sleep, but unfortunately, if you ever been on muscle relaxers, it just makes you super groggy. So
I'm really curious to see if we're gonna do what we've been doing this entire time has been to rally at Open, and I'm really curious to see if today is no different. Every day over the Christmas break, if you guys traded, we rallied at Open every single time. Yeah, it was a little annoying to say the least. And we're looking bullish again here at Open.
We're at some pretty aggressive lows. For the Discord fam, if you guys haven't already, you need to go watch the top-down analysis I did yesterday for the Discord. I put it in the video form. Ooh. This thing was so on point. Like it's so on point. The way we were seeing the market yesterday was exactly how the market played out. Like we did a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario, but the bearish scenario is playing out perfectly. So if you haven't done that, do yourself a favor and go watch that video. It'll give you an idea of kind of like how Justin wasn't talking, but he was definitely, we talked about the market. We talked about the market before I did the video. He was in there. He just, didn't want to talk because we were recording it. So
that plus I'm sick.
Yeah, that too.
I just want to throw out here real fast because I'm looking. I just flipped back over to the tape because I was not looking at it.
Block liquidity down there.
Not only is there a block of liquidity down here, but there is 4,600 and 5,256 orders have now hit the bid or hit the ask at 4,785. You can see right here on the delta. There's somebody who's buying or somebody who's absorbing price up here from this buyer. Right here, and then like Hobbs said, there's a block of liquidity right here that's interesting. There's a lot of buying going on in between about 4,784 and about 4,785 50-ish area. So definitely something on my radar. Bud's in the building, says, "What's up, man? I'm sick of that Bama loss, but still screaming Roll Tide."
Yeah, man, that hurt. That one hurt, bro. That one hurt, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna.
That was a good game.
Way.
That game was good.
It was a good game, but whatchamacallit, Bama was Bama got. I mean, Nick Saban got out coached, and they were definitely shooting themselves in the foot too. So that didn't really
Tristan
help.
Says they can't hear you on the Discord.
Oh, it's because
I don't know if you muted yourself.
Yeah,
yeah, that game was good, and then I stayed up and watched the. I watched the Washington.
My bad, guys.
Oh, I need to beat you. But yeah, I stayed up and I watched the Washington game. That game was it lasted so long. I was up until like 1 o'clock watching that game, but it was good though.
Yeah, it was. It sucked because my homeboy, one of my good friends, is a huge Washington fan, and I wanted Bama to win. So that we can,
so they can play each other.
Now you guys can see my screen, and if I switch, okay, now I'm good. All right, sorry, I was trying to work something out so where I'm oriented now is my laptop is over here, right? Which is gonna make sense once I get all of my equipment in. I got a new Bluetooth keyboard coming in, so I don't have to look at the laptop all the time. Only time I'm gonna be looking at the laptop is when I'm looking to place an order, but on this screen, I have StreamYard so I can see the comments, but I also can switch between StreamYard and the charts without you guys seeing me switch. So it's basically my solid screen share. And if I want to switch to any other screen share, then I just got to click on the tab and switch it. So, all right, now I'm good. Now I'm oriented correctly. Now, so in regards to
it's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, we about to open, huh?
It's about to be very interesting.
I have to move my dang on mic too. This thing.
Oh, okay. You can hear. Yeah, he said he unmuted you guys. What's up, Nathan?
Yeah, you guys should be good. I was
how's
muted.
it going? So I was kind of teasing y'all earlier that me and Hops came to Epiphany. I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about that after we're done trading. So if you care to know what Epiphany we came to and the story behind that, then you're gonna have to wait like maybe an hour or two, maybe 3 till the end.
Yeah. Okay, so for all my NQers out there, you can see my screen. I did mark a 3-hour supply zone that we formed in the overnight session. Basically, all of that consolidation and then this drop created this 3-hour supply zone. I'd love to see price come up here, but I'm more so looking for price to touch this previous day low at 16,936.25 or 75, however you want to look at it. Because if you go down to some of the lower time frames, there wasn't much supply created on this dump, right? So the only thing we can see perfectly right now is one, we got 882, 884 that buyers need to get above, and if they get above there, it's probably a straight shot back into 16,987. So between this 15-minute supply zone right here and this previous day low is where I'm going to be looking to take shorts. I think longing the market this morning with all of this aggressive selling may be lower quality. So I'm just going to look to kind of trade the market within its trend. And if we break trend, then I'll change my mind. But this is pretty much what we talked about potentially happening. We talked about that Black Swan event that happened. And unlike Justin, I am a conspiracy theorist. And I do believe that the government has a weapon, or not a weapon, but something they can control.
That would be considered a weapon.
I mean, it is a weapon. But look, the way I look at it is it's too daggone convenient. Let me finish. You had your time. You had your time to explain your theory, mister. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I believe in aliens.
Yeah, but that's different, though. There's UFOs and UAPs. We've seen it. We've seen them in the sky. There's actual empirical evidence. There's no empirical evidence. I'm not saying that it couldn't happen. I mean, I'm sure.
So we haven't seen that our government can be weaponized. We haven't seen them do things that like 9/11 was. Are you not seeing the bombs happen? On the towers, are you not seeing the towers completely collapse?
Okay.
That's accidental.
Time out. I do believe that was an inside job too, but that's
by
different.
who? Inside by who? Government, right?
Yes, but that's different though, because that's, again, we have the technology to do that. I don't think we have the technology.
You don't know, but you know, how can you not believe that we have the technology to do something like that? But you believe in aliens, which probably brought us new technology. Right, so like I would be okay if you were a conspiracy theorist. You weren't a conspiracy theorist at all, but you can't be a non-conspiracy theorist. I mean, you can, but being a non-conspiracy theorist but also believing in aliens is kind of like counterintuitive. You might as well come all the way over to the dark side.
I don't really think that's too much of a conspiracy anymore. Like I think that's like,
again, if something is not believed by everybody, then it's 100% a conspiracy.
I mean, our government has said that there's UAPs and that they don't know.
Anyway, let me get my point across, because you just try to cut off my point completely. My point is,
go ahead, Mr. Conspiracy.
Whatever. You're a conspiracy theorist too, because you believe in aliens. Like, come on. I believe in them too. I'm just saying. But anyway, the way I looked at the market was way too bullish. Let's not get the channel banned today, fellas. Leave these topics for my music. I know, right, DJ? Look, the way I look at it is we needed some type of fear to be pumped into this market, because there was nothing stopping bulls. CPI is not going to stop bulls, right? We already know that that's going to be bullish, right? PPI is not stopping bulls. Heck, Jerome Powell couldn't stop the bulls, right? And the market's open, I believe, because we just got some volatility.
The market is open. How about the life is open?
But Jerome Powell couldn't stop the bulls, right? So there needed to be some type of black swan event to pump fear into the markets. And it didn't have to be our market. It could be something that correlated to our market. Well, what better way to do that than to cause an earthquake in Japan, which, if you look at the stats, they haven't really killed a bunch of people, right? It's a big earthquake, but only like 6 people died so far. But the way that the earthquake is happening, it looks super controlled. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure somebody will come out with a video about it. But all that did was scare people out of the Japanese dollar. And when they scare them out of the Japanese dollar, where are they going to go to? They're going straight to our dollar. And if you look at our dollar, right, it was a substantial pump into our dollar. Like, I mean, you just share this tab instead. All right, look at the dollar, right? The dollar went crazy. And that's the reason why our stock market is dumping. So it's all correlated. I don't know without a shadow of a doubt that that's what's happening, but I can tell you one thing. It's quite convenient that we had an earthquake on New Year's Day. I'm just going to say that. So,
the Bulls are really trying hard to reclaim this level, but it's not working. See what happens. I am open to shorting the market right here. Just tell you all that. This is my area of interest to look for shorts and longs. So I'm just trying to be patient and see what happens. I was that big buyer that stepped in at 4785. Looks like he's defending his position. What I would like to see is I would like to see really strong buying come into this market, and then us come back down and retest 4788, or a really, really strong rejection and the trap of buyers up here. One of the two. I'm not sure what we're gonna get, but just trying to be patient.
Yeah, same thing for me. I'm watching the 15-minute. I think we're about to flush here. I'm watching NQ at the 855 area. Just watching how we react to this area.
Yeah, because I think 4755, 4744 can really act as a magnet to price, just because there's a lot of orders sitting down there. But we'll see. It could either be a magnet or it could repel. Well, it could be a magnet and retract, or be a magnet and repel, I should say.
Nerd.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of selling going on up here. A lot of selling.
That was a lower high being put in on NQ at 877, 875. A little bit far gone for my blood, but I think if we break below 834, I think we'll get pretty selly, and I'll be looking for pullbacks after that. I just want to see us break through this structure here at 834. I think we'll get going
right
after
now. That. Microsoft is selling right now. Google's kind of trying to sell. Yeah, Google's selling. Apple's the only one who's kind of holding strong, which we also saw a lot of this during the the past couple weeks, where it's like everything else wants to sell, but Apple, for whatever reason, wants to hold everything up from selling.
Well, it ain't holding this market up from selling because NQ is coming down. Still need to break this structure at 833 though. Just looking for that break of structure, because the last time we tried to break it on the 1 minute, we couldn't get below it. So let's go to the 1 minute right here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. See this structure right here? We tried to come into this low and break it. I just want to see this low broken. Then I'll look to get short on the retest up here. If all of this flushes down, I'm significantly okay with missing this initial move to potentially either catch this bounce in this 4-hour demand zone or look for pullbacks after this flush. But everything on the tape, look at the volume coming in on NQ. Everything on the tape looks very, very bearish right now. So I'm more inclined to let this sell off, break through this structure, and then come back up and retest. But we look extremely aggressive to the downside today. So
super interesting, because ES looks the exact opposite right now. ES actually looks somewhat bullish, but I think we're going to fail.
Yeah, ES has the same issue, just trying to get below that low at 47.82. NQ just got down there faster. All right, so we just broke that low right here at 835. Now we're just looking for a retest of 861 or some type of continuation by these bears to get below 816 here on NQ. But until we break through all of this, to me, this is the swing low right here, right? So if you're taking shorts up here, I think they're good shorts. But if you're taking shorts down here, you got the tendency to get stopped out by this next pullback candle. So we'll see what happens. What you want to see is this candle develop, and you want to see bears. If you're a bear, you want to see us come back to about the 50% retracement inside of this candle, maybe the 851 level or the 30% at 842, and continue to reject. So we can put either continuation in or get that basing candle right here. Excuse me.
Again, ES looks. ES is holding.
Happy New Year, twice.
Happy New Year twice. Yeah, ES is holding strong.
Yeah. NQ's not breaking it. I mean, it's sold off, but it's not breaking yet. It still looks extremely bearish, though. Yeah, I think we get below 816. That'll be a good night, Irene. All right, here comes the flush down to 816. Here comes the first test of 816. Let's see if we just push right through it, or do buyers step up here. And remember, if you're short, there's a 4-hour demand zone at 76425. I am a strong believer that we're probably just going to flush through that like we did the other demand zones if we get to selling. But for me, I want to see this sell-off happen first. That's how I like to trade. So if you want to get short, I called out the levels up there. You could have got short up there, but it's not for me just yet. It's looking like a me trade, but it's not there yet. I need to see this break of structure right here. Give me that 816 drop.
I haven't seen any reason to get short just yet. But we are rejecting this area, though, quite nicely.
All right, here comes the flush down on 816. Let's see if we can break it. Tapped 816 where these buyers stepped in right here.
NQ's already flushing.
Yeah, there's a tap of 816 again. Again, just looking for that volume to increase and get a nice little pressure dump here. 816. Okay, there goes 816. There's the sweep of 816. Let's see if it holds. It looks like it's holding. There's 800, 802. There's a push down going straight to 764, just like we just talked about. If you took that short, you should be very well in the money right now. 764 is going to be the next level where I would be looking to get out of my position up there or down there. 796. Just need to hold this. You don't want to see this pop right back up. If this pops right back up and ES catches a bid, we're gonna push right back up. So this is the third candle of this little flush here. So you want to see this hold. About a minute left in this 5-minute candle. The last 20 seconds will be very, very key in this candle because this is where they trap a lot of buyers in down here. I don't see that on the tape. On the tape, I'm seeing more selling. I don't see a lot of trap buyers down here, so I'm more inclined to believe we're going to keep selling. $790. They're putting about 125 orders right there at $790. Again, I'm strong. I'm kind of married to the idea that if we hold this, the next candle is going to take us down to 764. Here's 800. See if we break down here. Again, not a lot of buying interest down here on the tape. A lot of selling down here. So here we go. That candle closed pretty bearish. See the push down into 764. Should be the next level here. ES just broke its structure as well, looking to break down at 47.7725 on ES. All right, there's a breakdown of 787. Let's see if we can't tap that 764 area we just talked about. you're in this trade, that's a 100-point banger right there. We just talked about from top to bottom. So we're down 100 points from the top to the bottom right now. Let's see what's over here that's causing these buyers to be interested. Okay, so again, I didn't see this earlier, but I'm going to mark this area right here. This 1 hour demand zone right here is looking like we're finding buyers right here at 793. If you take a look right here, right there, I didn't chart that before, but I'm looking at it right now. So this will be the first tap of this 1 hour demand area. So we might find fresh buyers down here. So just be careful if you are short. I think it holds. I think we continue to flush, but just a heads up if you are looking to, or if you are short on this, we are at 1 hour demand right now.
Man, today is tough.
What you mean? Ain't nothing happening.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
just surviving. Yeah, I know. I know.
Like,
and on top of that, I started getting sick this morning too. So I'm like, man, come on. I love you guys, but you got a sense of humor. You got a great time at some time.
Can't win, man. Can't win.
All right, here comes the breakdown of this demand zone. The buyers are not stepping in on the tape whatsoever. So 793 through roughly 764 should get broken, and then it's up to this 4 hour demand to hold this price. And this 4 hour candle does not look like it's stopping anytime soon. So this is the exact scenario we talked about in the pre-market plan, or not the pre-market plan, in the analysis of the macro yesterday. So again, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. I might start posting my videos on YouTube, my chart sessions on YouTube as well, so you guys can have them. 76425. Here comes the tap of 76425. This is where I would be looking to exit.
Looks like we're still trying to break down.
ES is down at 79, looking for a 77 break on ES. There's a push down into 764, almost there, about 10 points away. There are buyers starting to show up on the tape now here, so just be aware.
Yeah, there's a lot of selling going on down here.
Exited my trade here. Yeah, 757 is daily 4 hour change of character. Yeah, I got it at 764. We're in the same area. I think it'll bounce at change of character on the daily. Yeah, I have that area marked. Too funny to say that because check this out. If I turn this off, this was my top down analysis right here. So I'm gonna turn this off and turn this on. You'll see we're right at that level here. So I got it as break of structure. You got it at change of character. I got it at 760, that red line right there. So I don't know what all this white shit is though. It's very strange. Oh, it's because I'm inside of a monthly demand zone. I know what this is. I mean, monthly supply zone. All right, let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, we got break of structure or change of character is 760 or break of structure. However you want to view it on the daily, it's really important for bulls to hold this level. I got 624 as the ultimate break, and then we go bearish, like officially bearish. But did we tap 764? We got close. We tapped 767. So
you have that liquidity down there? Oh, yeah, you got liquidity down at 50. I'm curious to see what we got at 7.2 or 7.5
on ES.
Yeah, it's curious to see what happens when we get there.
Yeah, I'm no longer looking to long this market unless if we tap this 4 hour demand and we look pretty, we settle in down here, which is where we're looking to hold here. Then I'll potentially entertain longs, but I just think they're going to be super choppy. I don't know if I'm in for it. I'll be back. I gotta get some tissue, guys.
Yeah, I'm not opposed along the market, but I would probably much rather long it once we get above 4788. It's still first buyer territory for me. Nope. Let's see what you're talking about. Oh, nice. You're up 200-300K PA evals. That's crazy. You must have did some work over the Christmas break. Jesus. Yeah, looks like there's a fight down here. I'm seeing some buying come. There is some buying starting to come in. Some strong buying actually.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Right on cue. We got the tap of 764.25 on the dot and got a reaction from this market at those lows. 763.50. We called out 764.25. The low of this candle was 763.50. So, and then immediately we got a bounce from buyers right there. So obviously bulls are interested at this level. Let's see if they hold at this level. And this is why we do the analysis. Look at this. Spot the F on right there.
That was the pre-market low on ES that we just bounced at. We found some pretty strong buyers. See if this holds.
Look at that beauty. That's a beauty.
Nope. It's like sellers are coming right back. It's a trap.
I like I said, I'm not interested in longs. I'm interested in pullbacks into supply. If we can create more supply here, great. It may be a while before I actually put a trade on, guys. I'm literally just watching price action right now and waiting for my setup. Right now, this was a beautiful setup. The bear flag was awesome. It was gorgeous. I just really wasn't ready to trade it. And when I got here, we were already down to like 844. I don't like to trade there because I like to risk the high, right? So just waiting for the market to put in more structure or just completely sell off all day. I'm completely okay with that. We can look for a retest into 817, maybe the low right here. Or this thing is just going to continue to sell off. And if it does that, then hey, good job, traders. All right. I think it'll bounce and change the character on the daily. Nah, this thing looks very bearish on Bookmap. I think we're gonna flush right through the zone.
Yeah.
Bears have to hold it. Are we going back up? I already made my money on my evals and PAs today, though. Yeah. If you took the opening trades, like you definitely killed it this morning. If I was more prepared today, like if I would have got up at my regular time, I would have been 100% with you. I probably would have caught the dump this morning too. I'm not even gonna lie, because I normally start looking at markets at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't wake up till 7:30. I'm up to 300K PAs now, by the way. Good, man. Make sure you get the payout. I passed 20K eval in a single day when they had a promo going on. It was very hard. It's a lot of size. All right, again,
with the 25K, you only need like 1,500 though. So
you only need 1,500.
With a 25K. Oh no, he's saying he made 20K in a day. Oh, okay.
He said a 300K. He said he passed a 20K eval. You mean the 25K eval?
Yeah. That's what
okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. 1,500. I don't know why I thought it was a 200K. All right, we're completely dumping straight through this thing. This is one of those days where Justin and I will just look back and be like, dang, we missed the entire move to the downside. And now I know why, right? Like, again, I'm not upset with it though, because I wish I could show you guys. I actually can't show you guys my wall, but I'm not going to. But on my wall, I have my daily trading rules. That's what I did for my New Year's resolution, right? I typed them out, I printed them, and I put them on my wall. And what that means is I have a trading plan every single day that I step into this market. And if the market doesn't give me my trading plan, I just don't trade it. I just wait. And one thing that I've learned from watching a lot of psychology and just digging into myself is I have to learn how to be okay and be very, very patient with this market, right? And I know that this is an aggressive move to the downside, but I also know I wasn't ready to trade it. Did this fit my criteria? 100%. But it fit my criteria up at 870, not down at 840, right? I was 30 points too late for the move. Could I have participated it to the downside, expecting more downside? Yes, 100%. But I'm just trying to be a little bit patient. And I knew this morning I wasn't really ready to trade right away, so I just kind of settled my hands for this done. Yeah, so I was right. So he said 300K eval, 20K in a single day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He made 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Passed it. Okay.
But
yeah.
he said a 20K eval. I think he meant
Yeah.
300K eval. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nuts. Yeah. Looks like we got some buying coming out of this in that area of liquidity that I was looking at earlier. We tapped into 4774, and now they're trying to buy up out of this. So see what happens. They could try to stop out a lot of late shorts that were looking for the market to break down.
Looks like we created a 45-minute supply on NQ. I'd be looking for a retest of 816 here. Call this 45-minute. Yeah, I'd love to see this thing pull back into 816. I'd look to take it short up there. Trying along here. Be careful. We haven't had a break of any structure just yet, but I like the fact that we broke above 745 and held. Let's see if we put it in a higher low right here.
Yeah, I think this could be a potential trap by the by the bears. But also strong buying though.
Ow, that hurt. I was bouncing my head. I was like, oh, that hurt. Hey.
Oh, what the? Come on. There we go.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, I was trying to do something, and I kept pressing the wrong button every single time. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I think it looks like sellers want to keep coming down a little further. Just be careful, Makai.
Yeah, I think that was a trap. They got people anxious to buy once they saw a nice green candle pop up.
That's so gross.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of it.
More selling pressure on the tape. They're bringing liquidity down to 747 on NQ. So be careful with that, with those longs. You want to see this low hold if you're a bull though.
I will say on ES there was a ton of buying on the way down. Yeah, on that way down there's a lot of buying that happened. So this higher low might actually end up being put in. We'll see. But they bought a lot on the way down. It wasn't just like a straight flush.
Oh, liquidity sweep again on NQ. Trying to push through this demand zone here. I feel like it's too late to be a seller. Let's see if bulls can defend here. They're definitely interested at these levels. You say what?
We had news at 45. I said it came and went.
Oh, I don't think anything could have stopped this market. This market wanted to sell. I mean, look at these candles on the 5-minute. The volatility is strong. We're about to break another low here.
Really? It's funny because yes looks bullish.
Well, we're inside of demand on NQ. I wouldn't touch it to the short side, that's for sure. Not from here. We'd have to come back up some, but trying to put this 90 MA on here.
There's a lot of buying going on down here. We got a bit of a blip of liquidity.
Not on NQ. It's a lot more selling than buying going on over here. And there's the flush of the lows there for NQ. There we go. All right, another breakdown for the sellers. They're just cutting through this liquidity like it's not even there. Buyers tried to step up. They got denied. And we're continuing to push down. Trying along here, added, averaged on that sweep, got a better price. Okay. Yeah, I think if we're gonna push, we're gonna push from this area, because the next area down of liquidity is way down there. It's down at the 500. So if we're gonna bounce, we're probably gonna bounce here. I'm just more inclined to play the retest on the bounce. I don't want to trade down here. I just think it's lower quality to short the market down here. I do think it's a good area to look for longs. And here come the buyers stepping in here on the tape. Definitely somebody interested on the tape here. Nice little inverse head and shoulders potentially forming here. Let's see if this head comes through. If so, I'll be potentially joining you on those longs. I just want to see this come down, then we break structure back up, and then we put in a higher low, and then we can go. That'd be a nice area to long the market right there.
Oh, there goes some buyers.
There go the buyers.
A big bid just flashed as well. See if this can push. Oh man.
Yeah,
nuts.
I took a long right there. I like what I'm seeing on the tape. I like the fact that buyers got absorbed right there. I mean that sellers got absorbed down there. Just looking for a push into 783 there. Just a high push into the highs. You switch your 9 to the 13 over the holidays. I like the 9. I mean, I used to trade with the 13 as well. I honestly, it doesn't matter which one I pick. Like, as long as I got one of them up there as like a little bit of a babysitter, then I'm okay.
This is looking good.
Yeah, it looks good. I got to push. I'm looking for a push in the 812, 815 area. Yeah, we got a nice little double bottom on the tape after that liquidity sweep. And I'm just looking for this thing to push up about 60 points here. We're up about 20, 25 points here. Deleverage a little bit. Nice clean push into the 70s, up about 30 points right there, locking in 10 points. And the trade is done for me. Locking in 10 points right there, and then just waiting for a push in the 814 if we can get it. Locking in about 20 points right there now. If this thing sweeps up, I don't want to be a part of the sweep down. So got buyers that stepped in down here. I took the market long on the wrong freaking account. Damn it. I took the market long at 741. I'm long for about 30 points right now. Locking in about 30 points, just trailing it every 10. Locking in 71.75 right there. That's a 3-to-1 risk to reward right there. I'll take that trade off the table any day. Price can pretty much do whatever it wants at this point. That's a 30-point trade, so I'll take that. Locking in the fees at 72.50. And we're done.
I'm curious to see what happens here. This is where that big buyer came in.
Yeah, this is the highs right here too. So that's why I got a little tighter with my stop, with my take profit. So I locked in 30 points from the bottom down there. Good call, Micaiah. I definitely was interested in the longs too. What's up, Go Crazy? But I needed to see this liquidity sweep hold, and we held it. I think we're still long on the trade. Let's see. Yeah, we're still long. Looking for a push into 814, 815 is my target. I'm already locked in for about 30 points. Just letting this thing kind of push up into the 90s here. I'm gonna lock in 75 right there since we got a nice little push. Locking in about 40 points now at the 80s. All right, I'm tapped out at the 80s. Nice little, what is that? Nice 40-point move from 41 to 40. I mean, 41 to 80. Nice 40-point move. I'll take that. That's a 4-to-1 risk reward right there. Very clean trade. Unfortunately, I took it on one of my brand new Apex accounts and not my other account that I've been working on and keeping strategy. However, I'm not upset with it because it's a quality trade, right? So I'll log that one away later. Looks like this is an area where the bears could want to defend again. So I'm looking for shorts if we can get that push into 816, 815, which is where I was looking to take profit on this trade. I just didn't want to hold through any of these pullbacks, and I definitely didn't want to give up. I didn't want to give up 40 points. So I'm definitely taking that off the table.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh.
I grabbed one of those Apex accounts and I had them both set up. My plan was to trade Apex starting with 5 micros and trade Topstep with just the 2. And I had them both set at 2 micros. So I took the trade. It's a good trade. I'm not tripping off the money whatsoever. It was just a really good trade. So, but I took it on 2 micros on the Apex account. Still made $150, which is a really good day in my opinion. So I'll just switch over to a different account on there. Again, watch out for these pullbacks going into this level. I would much rather prefer price come into 816 before I look to short it again. So if we dump here, then great. Let's check the 15-minute here. Yeah, the 15-minute looks bullish. I wouldn't expect for this thing to dump right away, so we'll see what happens. I'd rather price come all the way back up so I can look to truly get my hands on some shorts.
Yeah, this is an area I'd be looking to short the market right here on ES. We just rejected 4788 again. Just kind of trying to be patient and see what happens here.
Micaiah says he can see this retrace to 859 to 878, but I'll sidelines till I see it. If I see it, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Basically, you're looking at my same little red box as well. Like your 859 level is right here, right where this supply zone is on the 5-minute. That's exactly what I would like to see. Like in a perfect world, that's what I would want, right? I would want to retrace into 859. That's what I would want. I don't know if I'm gonna get it because these bears look very, very aggressive here. So, and it makes sense because this is 1 minute supply, right? If we look over here at the 1 minute, 789 it was a lot of supply built right here. So they could be trying to trap sellers, put in this inverse head and shoulders right here. If we look at NQ, we just pop a line right here, 734. I can see price coming back down to 734 really fast to trap sellers, and then buyers step up and take us back to the upside. So just be careful if you're looking to short here. Nice trade. Thanks, Hustle for Life. Yeah, it was pretty smooth, pretty easy. It's always nice when a trade works out like immediately, so you don't have to sit through any pain. And that's what we got right there. We got a nice push. I didn't want to let that second candle retrace, so I decided to just go ahead and take it long. Ended up being a decent trade. 40-point trade. Can't be upset. Start the morning. Good level to possibly go long from, but possibly, yeah. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this, that white line as being sorry guys. I'm looking at this white line as being a potential inverse head and shoulders, right? Like just to complete that shoulder. So we got this shoulder right here. We got this head right here. We come up, break it, come all the way back down, put in the other shoulder, and then we push up. Basically what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna long it because I feel like we got enough. I've gambled enough against the trend for my blood, so I'm just gonna wait till the trend comes all the way back up. But I got rid of some FOMO right there, so I might play that inverse head and shoulder, but with micros, I mean, I'm only playing micros anyway, so I think it's a good area. Like I said, let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute if it meets my criteria here. That trade was mostly off the tape, and I'm going to journal that and say, hey, I broke a rule, but it was based off some substantial evidence on the tape, and I'm going to take pictures of it to confirm that it was okay to break the bias or break the rule right there. We are bouncing off this 9 EMA right there, so I'm curious to see what happens. Or rejecting the 9 EMA, I should say. So just be careful. I like the inverse head and shoulder. Like I said, you want it to be a trap, but it could be a trap the other way, right? Like the minute you think you're not, the minute you don't realize that you're liquidity, it's probably too late. You're already liquidity, right? So I'll paper trade it though. I'll put a paper trade on at 739. I'll put a paper trade on right here just to see what happens, and then we'll put a stop loss below the lows here, risking about 430, and we'll put our take profit at that 889 level.
Yeah, let's see if we're rejecting this area nicely.
Yeah, it looks bearish. I just think it could be a trap. So we'll see what happens. I got money on the bears just because, I mean, we're in a strong downtrend, but just for my curiosity, I'm gonna put a limit order on the paper trade. Follow this at your own risk, guys. Yeah, I'll be looking to target 840. That's what I'll target. All right. Yeah, if I'm unsure about something, I don't mind putting paper trades on, but putting any type of risk on, it doesn't fit my criteria in any way. I could justify my previous trade based off the tape. I can't justify this trade just yet. So we need a red week so badly. Oh, Micaiah, we're flirting. We're flirting. We're flirting with that red week, bro.
Yeah, I like shorts. I just want to see I want to see a retest of I want to see a higher low put in or something, because I was gonna short it and I was like, yeah, no, I haven't seen enough yet to go short up here.
Yeah, in order for me to short, we got to go all the way back up. I just think it's lower quality. I'm not gonna say lower quality. I think that the market is extended a little bit further than I would like for my blood to short it all the way down here. You feel me? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is ES in demand too?
Huh?
Yeah, I got 90-minute demand at 773 on ES as well. So
Oh yeah, I got 30-minute demand at 773, but
okay, yeah, same tomato.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's enough room to go down there. It's just we went down there before and we almost tapped it, but I don't know. I want to see if this rally can fail and then push into that demand zone, because that's where all that liquidity was sitting, and it's still sitting there. So who knows?
Yeah, I agree. I would just be afraid of shorting this right into that 90-minute supply. I feel like that's exactly what the market wants you to do.
I would get out right after that.
Yeah, I would sooner let this push back into you got that same 45-minute supply zone that we built? No, you don't. Let's see. 30. 91 hour. Yeah, y'all shit came straight down. God, please. Or stuff. Sorry, guys. Oh, you know what, Jay? I would probably be looking at that 480825. Maybe a retest up there. Remember that key level?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a key level at 4788, which we were flirting with again. We sold off from it earlier.
Oh, yeah. I see the nice little order block right there as well. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. The Bulls look weak down here. Like, as much as you would like to see them, take over, or you at least like to see them push back up, they look extremely weak down here. I'm going to keep my limit order on and buy the market, but I wouldn't follow it. Let's take a look at the VIX. Probably going absolutely nutty right now. I didn't even get a chance to chart the VIX. We broke through supply in the overnight session. Looking to go back to 14.96. Man, you know what? I'm definitely posting my charting session videos on YouTube, because if y'all would have watched this video, I promise you we talked about all of this. We discussed this down to the tick. Got a feeling that was the bottom for the day. Could be. Could be, Mason. We'll see. I don't know. I got a limit order on the screen. That's a paper trade. So like I said, follow it at your own risk. I just want to see what happens if we push back down into this area. Like my neck heating pad, Jay, just jump fire. It's got a magnet that wraps around your neck.
That's crazy.
It's
like a bid.
Yeah, it's basically a bid. Shut up. All right, we're getting this pushed by these buyers again. Trying to break on the other side of that 9 EMA on NQ. Never tapped me in, so I guess they didn't want to come down that low. Lot of buying on the tape on NQ here.
Have a good day, V. Or I guess
V's out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, V's in Australia, so it's nighttime over there. Gap that hard on a daily, yeah. Yeah, Apple gap down to like 180, 188 or something like that. Thanks, K-Rain. K-Rains. Everybody's telling me not to come to work today. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. I'm coming to work. I just had to get my bearings straight. Bring on the consolidation. Consolidation. All right, sellers look aggressive, man. Oh, Malik's in the building. What's up, Malik?
Everybody.
200 point dump on NQ. That's all good, man. The market will be here tomorrow. Every single day is a trading day, bro. I mean, none of us caught it, so if that makes you feel any better. None of us caught it. My neck was jacked up, so I was on muscle relaxers and didn't wake up until freaking 7:30. So I missed it too. I'm not worried about it. Like, I don't care. All right. Yeah, it happened overnight. I probably we would have caught it if we got up at like 4, I think. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. All right, here comes that potential inverse head and shoulders printing right here. Let's see if we can get tapped in on this limit order here. We're coming down super choppy, which is I actually like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of selling on the tape right now.
Oh, there's a ton of selling on the tape. A ton. All right, we're tapped in for this limit order immediately in drawdown. Let's see what happens here. Just testing some things out. Like, I like what I see right here, but I'm not willing to put actual risk on. So I'm just going to put a paper trade on just to see if this holds. A lot of selling just came into that area. I want to see if this buyer defends his position.
We all know.
VIX moving 14-1, and we've got a daily change of character on the VIX. Yeah, man. Charted all of that. Yeah. I love it.
What's up?
See if these buyers can take control here. Again, this is a paper trade on the screen, a paper trade on the screen. So if you take this, know that it's a paper trade. I have no risk on the table on this trade. I'm just trying something out. But I think it's important to do that, right? Test out your theories. You don't have to put real risk on. Just you put, nominal risk, like as far as like what you would actually trade. Would I trade a mini? Sure, I trade a mini. But I like the inverse head and shoulders here, so that's what I'm trading. Basically, this break of structure here, this retest of this low, right, to potentially go back up and go higher. So for me in my real account, I'm looking for shorts. But for the meantime, while the market's kind of working its way up to the level where I want to trade it, I can get some value out of this, right? Like this is value. Screen time is 100% valuable. UVXY last week for March. That's a pretty good long. I like that. I like that call option. That's nice. A lot of absorption on the tape down here, right at that level. I mean, this works out. I'm just gonna say boom bam. But I mean, we tapped it right at where we said we wanted to get short, right at 739.50. We tapped 739.50, and the low of this candle was so far 736.75. So I'd say that's a damn good trade so far. And you could take this off the table for a couple $100 right now, but we're paper trading it, so we're just going to let it push up to where we think the profit target should be. And I'm going to lower this profit target down to about.
You mean long?
6.
You mean long? You mean long?
Oh yeah, long. What did I say? Short.
Mm-hmm.
Whole family stayed home today. Wifey stayed home. She feeling under the weather. Daycare's closed. My son here. My kids here. Everybody home.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. My wife is home. My son is still on break, and my daughter definitely went to daycare.
Well, the daycare's closed today for me. All right, Bear's looking to take us out at these lows. Let's see if this bull is failing us miserably here. Testing that 739 level again. Bears are trying to get below that level. Like they're trying to push this thing down. I don't know if we even come back up for air, honestly. This thing looks bearish. But they're holding that level still. See.
Yeah, on ES we're unable to break. We're unable to like break down lower, but bulls also have been unable to bring us up any higher. So it's like,
yeah, I think there's a bull just absorbing price down here to push us up. The area looks bearish, the movement looks bearish, but just looking at what's actually happening is this low is refusing to break right here. Right, that's what's happening right now. Is this low right here is holding price up. So this buyer is currently pushing price up. So every time people sell into this area, it's making him stronger, right? As long as he's continuing, if he's willing to continue to buy, it's making his bull case stronger. And all of these people that got short in this, they're gonna get stopped out, and then they're gonna go straight to our profit target. So that's what I want to happen. So we'll see what happens. I was drinking a whole lot of Irish coffees over the holidays. Irish coffee got milk in it, don't it? Okay.
Does it? I don't like Irish coffee. It's got whiskey. Does it have whiskey?
I know it's got whiskey in it. I don't like coffee, so.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of coffee either. I've tried it. I did not like it.
Major levels on the daily that bulls need to hold. Yeah, it's 100% a major level. That's a huge level right here.
Tesla's getting a bid, and so is Microsoft.
Oh, let's take a look at the stocks. I have them? I got them somewhere around here. Okay, there you go. Dang, Apple. Jeez.
Yeah, Apple tumbled.
Apple with the bid. Wow. Microsoft. All that buying, huh? Ooh, wee. Microsoft is down a whopping $40. I wonder how the Russell's doing today. I bet you they're moving his money out so they can start playing in the small cap sector.
Could be.
Google. Yeah, these stocks look bloody. Bloody Mary. Wow. It's a massacre in the tech sector. Let's look at something funny. I bet you.
Let's look at something funny.
Well, I'm gonna look at the heat map.
Oh.
I'm sure the heat map is bleeding right now. Did crypto continue to pump, or
Mason was saying BTC was ripping.
Oh, this morning? Yeah, I know it ripped last night up to like 45.5. I don't know. I went to sleep after that. Ooh wee. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. This is the heat map for the NASDAQ 100 right here. Wow. That is impressive. Bloody Mary. Let's take a look at the Russell, though. That's what I'm curious about. The Russell 3000. The health sector is doing really well. Obviously, tech is getting destroyed. Finance is good. Energy is good. Health and communications, transportation, consumer services. That's where you want to look at right there. Interesting. Let's take a look at the S&P. Looks like the Russell. All right, let's check on our trade over here. Share this tab instead. Oh, good. Look at that. We were in drawdown on this trade for about 6 points. 6 points worth of drawdown. So I think that is one trade that I can definitely add to the repertoire. If I'm going to trade limit orders, then I can look for these inverse head and shoulders and just put my order somewhere in this inverse. I mean, had I just put my order right here at 734, then I probably would have been in drawdown for like a tick. Because I think the lowest we went was 73375. Yeah, so I would have been in drawdown for 1 point. So that's a great risk to reward right there. So definitely add in that repertoire. I'm long with 10 micros at 737. You took my trade, Micaiah. That's the trade. That's it. I just don't. Again, I don't trust it, so I'm not putting it on. But I'll put it on for whatchamacallit purposes, for training purposes.
For training purposes only.
Yeah, this trade is for training purposes only.
For trading purposes only.
Yeah, for your eyes only, bruh. Yeah, we just created a new trend line here. Looks like we're baiting bulls. And this is one of those situations where if you don't realize, if you feel like you're in trouble, it's probably because you're already liquidity, right? So like you get long up here and then you get cooked coming back down. Then you try to get short and then they just cook you on the way back up. So
the blender.
The blender
proverbial
baby.
blender.
This is the blender area, so no thank you. Bulls look good for a hot second, then they just can't look at this. Yep, they just broke that level. Bye inverse head and shoulders idea. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and erase that from my memory. Jeez.
Go ahead and erase that.
that sucks. Still, I'm gonna break even now. Still made a little. Yeah, it was fun to trade it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to me too because I don't have any risk on the table, so it's definitely interesting. But I know now when I get in trouble down here, when I try to trade inverse the market, right? Like I used to try to do this, right? Like I'll take these longs on these pullbacks because I missed this aggressive push up, right? And thank God we trailed our stop because man, we get out at the top. But you get these aggressive pushes up.
Are you talking about you're talking about on your NQ trade where you went long?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, because I think if I wouldn't have trailed my stop, I would have been sitting here mad as heck, waiting for this thing to push back up right now. So, but again, I like gathering this information. One thing I learned, and I heard Justin talking about it, when the market was super low volatility, we were all still trading it, right? Like, but the one thing that I learned during that volatility, I don't know if you agree with this, Jay, but the one thing that I took away from that low volatility time is patience. That's the one thing that time taught me, because seeing all of this volatility come into the market, it doesn't even bother me, right? Like, because I'm so used to, I got literally trained to wait over the last 3 weeks because the market was on BS over the last 3 weeks. So waiting on this move to play out, it is what it is. Like I'm super chill.
Yeah, I think it's more of like an adjustment. Like you just have to like adjust.
Yep. It forced you to adjust, which in turn forced you to be patient. Looks like your idea is playing out down here, Jay.
What was that?
That just knocked me out of my trade, is what that was. Jeez.
Oh, you have a sound for that?
Wait, did a sound just come up?
Yes.
Where?
I'm not
yeah,
the only one that heard that.
I do have a noise turned on for when I get in and out of trades.
I'm about to say, I know.
But I have it muted on my side, so I don't know how you heard it. Yeah, it's like a doorbell. All right, let me turn it back on my side. I think it does it when I get into trades too. Hold on, let me short it and see. Max, yeah, I'm gonna short it here.
Yep, we definitely heard
Did you hear it just now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's weird you didn't hear it when I got filled the first time.
Nope, didn't hear it the first time.
I said, but I definitely heard it the second time.
Yeah, I definitely heard it.
All right, let me turn that off. That's really loud.
What is that?
Yeah, but I never used to hear it because of the fact that I didn't have it. I didn't have the volume on my end. Like the whole channel was muted. Like the whole sector, this whole website is muted. Let's see, broker list, no, trading settings. Here we go. Extended price, orders, execution. There we go. Play sound for executions. 3 notes. All right, there we go. That's off now. All right, here we go. Second wave down. Coming on down. Second wave.
Second flush of this area right here.
Oh my God. Yeah, this thing's going night-night, guys. Maybe we can get a nice retest on the 5-minute this time. This is night-night. I refuse to long this or short this market inside demand. I think the only thing for me to do was try to long it, but the structure is just way too strong.
Long.
Yeah, the long was good. The opportunity was there. I pounced on the opportunity. I'm glad I got in at the bottom, because if I would have waited, then I would have been cooked by all of this. But ultimately, I think we just built more supply inside of demand. So
yeah, we're back at the low.
I went short 739 with micros. Nice. Puts us
this
at
area is going to be key. The area is going to be very, very key right now. We're back at the low. We need to see if buyers, what's going to happen here. Are buyers going to step up, or are sellers going to continue to push us down?
Yeah, structure tells me sellers are in control aggressively on NQ. Let me look at ES.
No, ES definitely. We came back up. We rejected we rejected that area I was talking about.
Yeah.
And now the question is, can we break the low? Or is this going to be an area where we bounce?
Again, approaching that 90-minute or 30-minute demand that you got on ES as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just a ton of liquidity right here. So I'm just curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I like the setup on ES a little better for longs. So, because NQ's already pushing through its demand zone. I don't want to short it while it's I don't want to long it while it's pushing through. I'm going to switch over to ES.
That's a lot of selling going on right there.
I'm gonna switch over to ES right here, guys, and potentially look to long this market. You can see why. It's because NQ is already pushing down through demand. So I'd rather take ES, and the tape supports ES as well, to potentially long ES down here at this 90-minute demand zone. We haven't touched this area in a while, so that's why I'm switching back over to ES here for my next trade. NVIDIA getting murdered. Yeah, that's probably why. That stupid stock isn't worth.
Apple's coming down too.
Yeah, I think the whole tech sector needs to come back down to reality. I've been saying it for months.
Come back
I think
down.
The entire tech sector is way overvalued. Like extremely overvalued. I always reference the article that I read that said Apple was worth more than like some small country. I was like, what? It's like one freaking stock is worth more than an entire country. Yeah, right. Not buying that.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, its value is there, but is the value there is the question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, are we actually going to value it more than?
Yeah, like if we sold all of these, yeah, you know, what I mean? Like if we sold all the iPhones in the world and all the MacBooks in the world, could we buy a small country?
Yes, we could.
He said yes, we could. You're probably not wrong. They would probably agree. They're like, man, we'd rather take the iPhone, bro. You just have this country. Just give us the iPhone. Insider trading shows nothing but selling. Yeah, this market's coming down, bro.
Who got the insider? Who got the inside tip?
I don't know. I do like this area though for longs. I'll say it again on ES, but again, I need some type of confirmation. But this liquidity's been sitting here, and it's getting stronger on ES. It's been sitting here for a very long time.
Yeah, it's been sitting there all day. Just so y'all know, I did get in short. I've been in short for a minute. It's been a hard hold, I'm not gonna lie, but I got in short at 83. I'm looking to take profit down here at these lows. I was talking about it the entire time though, getting short, so I didn't feel like I needed to tell y'all whether I was gonna get short. I told y'all about that 88 level, so I was just waiting to see a retest. So once I got that retest, I got in short when I saw some selling. And then we got a lot of absorption up there as well that I liked. But right now, I'm just trying to manage the trade down here. I may look to cut this early just because it looks like we're not going to break down lower with all that liquidity. It's a little concerning. So let's see. I would like to see this speed up and actually like break down. I'm kind of just watching the stocks right now to see if they continue to sell off. But I'm more apt just to take my profit down here and just call it a day with this trade. I'm already up more than a 2-to-1, so I don't mind taking this. But if I can get more, I'll take it. I think I'm barely up more than a 2-to-1 right now. But I'll take this trade off the table. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll move my stop down to 7. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna secure a 2-to-1 no matter what. My stop is really tight. It's at 4776. So either I basically have it sandwiched. I'm looking for like one more point. I'm not trying to be a dick for a tick, but at the same time, I'm gonna secure my 2-to-1. So either this is gonna get my 2-to-1 or it's not, and I'm perfectly cool with that. Just because of how much liquidity is sitting down here, I don't want the market to just decide it wants to go crazy, because there's a lot of selling going on down here. There's 1,200 more sellers down here than buyers right now. They're really trying to push the envelope, but I don't mind being stopped out at 776.25. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get down another point and some change, but we'll see. Thanks, Hustle for Life. I appreciate it. This is just following my pre-market plan. I missed the first trade. I kind of regretted it. I'm not gonna lie. That first trade was my pre-market plan to the T.
Where are they? Thinking about it. Not sure.
But I'm only a point away from profit target, so let's see if we can get volatile and hit it. It's a lot of orders down here. Uh-oh. They just let it go. Come on. Oh, this is gonna bounce here. Watch it bounce here because they let it go. The tape is speeding up. Yeah, buyers are about to take control just because of it. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I think we're gonna get down to my profit target, but it's gonna stop me out at my it's gonna stop me out. That's hilarious. That's so funny. They like as soon as they let it go, the buyers just flipped the switch. And they just started buying all of a sudden. We'll see if this fails. Maybe it fails. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. Like, I've already secured a 2-to-1. That's all I really need. Would love to hit my 2.5-to-1 though. That'd be great. Yeah. Nope. The tape just sped up massively. Looks like Apple kind of got a revert. Oh, no, there we go. All right, yep. Just got ticked out. All right, cool. Just got ticked out there. I got my 2-to-1, so all good. No problem. Almost got to my profit target. Almost got there. I was so close. That's stupid liquidity. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I saw it come off, I was like, just flush. I literally just needed like 2 more ticks. and just couldn't flush down any lower. Oh well, it's all good. And here it comes. Oh, we did just tap into that 30-minute demand zone though. What you thinking about, Hobbs?
My bad, bro. I had to mute. Unless I was going to give you some ASMR. I got this big ass bowl of Captain Crunch over here.
Oh,
when
Lord.
I say big bowl, this is how I eat cereal, bro. Once a month.
I thought you were gonna say you had soup. Which,
No.
matter of fact, I might
That'd
make
probably
some,
be a good
I got
idea,
some
though.
chicken noodle soup. I think I'm gonna make some chicken noodle soup today. Matter of fact, I got some chicken noodle soup ramen.
I got some leftover turkey. I'd probably make some turkey soup. Hang on, my cat's trying to get out. Go ahead, buddy.
Very, 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 very pleased with that trade on the day. We basically,
I like the
followed my plan, and I want to show y'all on the tape what kind of gave me confidence to stay in that trade. So, right here we got. So I entered that trade. I think it was right as we were breaking below here. I saw. Wait, no, was it? No, it was here. It was here where I entered. Actually, matter of fact, because we came up, we rejected, and this area right here at 4.785. That's the same area where all those buyers came in earlier. So I was like, all right, well, if all these buyers came in right here, right at 4.785, from this, well, if they're true, let's just say they were true buyers, right? Then at some point they had to have got stopped out, but there's still a buyer over. There's still got to be a massive seller over here, or these were sellers right here that were these were buyers that were basically being absorbed by sellers, right? And price didn't move, right? So once we came back down, it was the seller's job to kind of hold this level, right? So we broke above it, we failed, we retested it, we retested the 4.785, and we failed. We retested it again, and we failed again. So I got short like in this area somewhere, and then I was doing good, but then we came back up, and I was in drawdown, and my stop was like up here somewhere in the like 8/8 or something, or no, it wasn't even the 8/8. I think it was like it was like a 3-point stop. But so when we came back up here again, I was like, okay, as long as we don't break above 4.785, I should be good. We came up, we failed, we came up, we failed again. We took one more attempt, and then we flushed. And then, as you can see, I was targeting like this liquidity down here. I really wanted 4.773. I knew I might not get it because of this liquidity, so that's why I kind of ratcheted my stop up in this area. Hindsight being 2020, maybe I should have ratcheted it like a little bit closer just to secure a little bit more profit. But I still ended up netting like 6.5 points or something on the trade, which is still a little bit over a 2-to-1. So I'm not mad at it. And now you can see the market's coming back up. So right now, I think we've kind of like established a nice little range on the market, right? Where just looking at Bookmap, the range right now is about 4.774 to, I would say, roughly about like 4.787-ish area, right? Like we broke a little bit above it. And then on NQ, because I know a lot of y'all trade NQ. It's just Bookmap's a lot easier, in my opinion, to read than NQ. There's just having that extra liquidity makes life a lot easier. But anyway, let me see. NQ really hasn't established itself in a range, to be honest. NQ's still in a pretty nasty downtrend because NQ ended up breaking its low. So this could be a retest of the low, the prior low, right here. And then maybe we fail here and we go lower. So that's probably what I'd be looking at on NQ. I don't know. For me personally, I just like reading ES's tape. It's just a lot easier to read the tape because of the higher liquidity. So I don't know. Maybe we fail here on ES too. I don't know. But ES is definitely in a range. So I would say I would say on the day, at least for me personally, ES has been a much easier instrument to trade just because the range is very defined. Like you long the low and you short the high currently, and it's been working. So,
NQ's just been going in one direction though. You
yeah,
got
NQ's just
you
been
ain't
going,
never,
been going
you know what I mean?
down.
Like you, to me, it's tomato, right? Like to me, it's all about what makes you feel comfortable as a trader. To me, it's price action. I trade price action, so I could care less if it's NQ or ES, right? Like I can read the tape for NQ, I can read the tape for ES. To me, it's all about price action and setups, right? Like if I think NQ gave one clean setup, well, it gave two clean setups. The second setup was you could have traded it like you see how in ES fell into that range and we just been bouncing around. Where ES fell into that range, NQ started to go into that range where you could have longed the top or longed the bottoms, and then you could have shorted the top. And then NQ, instead of holding that range, it dumped out of that range. And now it'll probably come back up because ES is starting to find buyers down here. To me, it don't matter, man. Whatever instrument you want to trade, like trade.
No,
like, nobody's gonna shun you in here for trading, ES. Like, I don't give a shit what you trade.
No, I'm not saying that trading NQ was the wrong instrument. I mean, hell, even Makai said it. NQ's down 300 points on the day. You could just stay short all day and
just stay short. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, but you said one is the easier instrument to trade today. I'm like, NQ's literally gone one way.
Well, the caveat to that, I said for me, ES has been the easier instrument to trade. I didn't generalize the statement, be like, yeah, ES is the easier instrument. No, for me, it's been the easier instrument to trade. I see the range. NQ, for me, would have been a little bit tougher to trade. For me. But it looks like ES or NQ is rejecting that prior low that we had. And it looks like ES actually is rejecting 81, which was that area that we struggled to get. We struggled to break. So
this is a lot of pressure from the VIX and the stocks. The VIX is almost at 15 now.
Yeah, the stocks are selling off.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta take my drugs.
Yeah, my head has been pounding this entire day. I took that Mucinex and it has not helped.
Yeah, I've been taking Motrin and what the hell is this? 500 milligrams of methocarbamol. Look that up.
Makai says bonds are going back up too.
Yep, everything's going back up. I'm telling you, Black Swan event. Plus, CPI is next week, so maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe. I don't know. Gas prices have shot right back up. Like they were going down to the mid 2s, and then all of a sudden they were back up into the low 3s. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, can't win.
Yeah, fact. Potential loans would have been good down there in 47.73, but I was feeding my face. But
yeah, where
it would have had to be a scalp. I mean, look at the difference between the two stocks today, guys. I mean, between the two ETFs today. Look at this. Look at the 5-minute chart, or this is the. Hold on, let me see. Let me switch them both to the 5-minute time frame. Look at the 5-minute chart on NQ, and look at the 5-minute chart on ES. These things have been getting reamed, but obviously because ES has way more liquidity, it'll take longer for ES to break down. Look at NQ. This thing is just completely flushing.
Yep. Yeah, it's coming down. It is coming down. It's crazy. You know what's really crazy to think about though? Like all the people who were trying to get short all the way to the top.
Mm-hmm. Now they want to get long.
They might, but they missed the biggest moves to get short. It's pretty nuts to think about, honestly.
Yeah. I read it in this book one time where he was basically, or it wasn't that book, it was that lecture. Always confuse them. Where the guy talks about people always trying to do the opposite of what the market does instead of just following the trend. when the market's bullish, everybody's trying to short it. When the market gets bearish, everybody's trying to look the longest. It's like, bro, just get in a position of the trend and write it down.
Well, it's because nobody trusts the nobody trusts the move.
The continuation, yeah. I think
like go ahead.
People struggle to trust the continuation. No, I was turning the my bad. I was turning my mic back on in Discord.
Yeah, because like right now, I would not be trying to long this market unless we get above 4788. We haven't been able to get above there, and even though we got the bounce looks super.
No, the bounce does not look like a bounce at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonds are almost back up to 4%. To Micaiah's point,
Jesus.
Yeah, they hit 4% in the after hours. They struck
up
there.
Is it a good thing for people who want to get into bonds though? Because the yields
it's
are
a
high?
Bad thing for the ETF. Again, you got to think about it, right? If the dollar's worth more, then people start putting their money into the dollar. Then they switch over and put it into bonds to get that quick return on bonds too. So, and it's all stemmed from fear.
But bonds have to. You gotta earn bonds yearly though. Like you have to keep your money in there for a certain amount of time.
No
the return.
No, you should. Like, okay, so yes and no. You get a penalty for taking it out early, but you still can make money if you put in a ton of money, right? We're not talking about somebody that's putting in $10,000, right? You talk about somebody that might put in 10 billion.
Oh, yeah. Guess
they're gonna get a quick return no matter what.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. $10,000, like you take your money out, you're gonna lose money. But 10 billion, 20 billion, 200 billion. These people got real money. The people that are putting money in the bonds. It's probably the U.S. government that's putting money in the bonds. Up 3 on these small account contracts. Glad I did not skip today. Let's go, UW. Yeah.
You said that in Discord?
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Today, in my opinion, today was one of the easier days to trade. And I think today was an easy day to trade because we went through what we went through last week. Like, I feel like we earned some stripes coming to the market last week. You know what I mean? Like, we definitely earned some stripes coming into the market last week. So I felt really good about trading today. Good banger trade, Jay. My bad. I was eating, man. I couldn't even commentate. I was destroying that cereal. Where'd you get in at? 86?
83.
83? You wrote it down.
I tried to write it down to 10 points, but it didn't reach 10 points. I think I got off like 6, so I ended up getting like a 2-1.
What do you mean it didn't reach 10 points? You got in at 83. It touched 73.25. You ain't take it.
Nah, it bounced super fast. I sandwiched it, so like I.
Okay. So you just put the stop at the highs.
My profit target was 73, but I was trying to get it got to 73.50. And I sandwiched it at like 76.50, which hindsight being 2020, I probably should have sandwiched
73.
Yeah.
On ES, when I'm trailing my stop on ES, I trail it when I get close to my profit target. I trail it by a point because each tick is worth so much money, right? And not necessarily about the money, but at the same time, when you get down that far, you don't want to give back 4 points.
I ended up giving back 3 points, but like I'm not tripping about it. It was still a good trade. I don't
think it was a bad trade. I'm just saying, discussing that portion of it, that portion of the trade. I think the trade was excellent. Your entry was perfect.
I tried to give it enough room to breathe to hit my profit target. It just like literally was a
wait. Did you become a dick for a tick, Justin?
I did. I was a dick for a tick.
Okay. I tried. You make sure you put that in your trading journal because that's been your biggest issue. I tried not taking them damn profits for a tick.
I tried not to be. I tried my hardest not to be a dick for a tick. But I thought we were gonna have enough volatility once they pulled those orders to at least reach down there, maybe sweep it and then come back up. But
yeah,
we didn't. It's all good though.
It's all good. I mean, like you said, you had your reasoning for staying in, and you cut it when it got a little dangerous for you. So
yeah, it was it was still 2.5. I think I got like a 2.5 to 1. So I'm not tripping. Yeah, it was still a good trade, so I'll take it.
Yeah, we got about another hour left. I don't see this market doing anything at all.
Oh yeah, after that one trade, I'm pretty much content. I'm trying to limit myself to 1 to 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 solid trades a day.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I win a trade, then I kind of earn myself another trade. But like I don't see anything of quality right now. The only way I'm long in this market is if we get back above 4788, and I'm not looking to short the market down here. So pretty much nothing for me to do. We can start talking about.
Oh yeah, let's
before
talk
we get
about
out of here,
our. I'm not going anywhere. I'm chilling as long as you're here.
Yeah.
I'm good. My family's home. They just made me some cereal. They brought me all my pills. I got my heating pad on. I'm Gucci, baby.
Hold on.
We can talk about our. Oh, go ahead.
Let me go grab a drink real fast, and then we can get into it.
All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 23 people in the building. Please make sure you tip the mother barbers, aka hit the like and subscribe button, turn the notification bells on so you get notified every time we go live and or put out a video. Thus far, what we've seen today is a complete breakdown of price action. That's what we do in the shop, man. We try to make sure that even if we're not taking trades, we talk about price action. We call out price action. We tell you where we're getting long. We tell you, after we got long or after we got short. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you want to subscribe to a channel that's giving you quality information. And that's what we try our darndest to do, is give you guys quality information and real education of the charts, right? Anybody can come in here and press a button. Everybody can make money when you buy or sell, but can they describe why they're buying, why they're selling, what levels they're looking for before price gets there, right? You saw myself, you saw Justin describe exactly the price levels that we were looking to trade at before price got there. Yeah. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself with, in my opinion, whether you're building a community, whether you're first starting out with trading, or whatever it is you're trying to do with trading. You want to be around people that can talk about price action, not as in the price is moving, so I'm gonna make some money. You want to be around people that can talk about price action as in, this is what I'm gonna do when price gets to this level, well before price gets to that level. Justin can share with you his pre-market plan, and I guarantee you somewhere on that pre-market plan, he had this area of interest, right? I didn't make a pre-market plan, but I came in here. I took about 30 minutes to look over the market, graph my stocks, graph the or chart the stocks, chart the ETFs, the dollar, the VIX, and I look at the market all weekend. So I did a top-down analysis. So it's not like anything the market did today surprised me, right? Like, it didn't. However, once I get that plan in my head, it's like, okay, I know that this is an area where I can get long. I'm telling you guys, this is an area where I could get long. I take the market long. I size appropriately. I have a proper risk reward. I'm sized down to 2 micros, guys, on NQ. 2 micros, I made $150 today, right? Like 2 micros. And my risk was less than $30. And that's how I'm starting 2024. And that's what Justin and I are going to kind of get into is while the market's consolidating, not doing anything, we just want to have a psychology conversation with you guys and discuss with you guys what we're planning on doing for 2024 and our why. So, Justin, floor is yours.
Yeah. So earlier in the stream, I was telling you guys about the new year, new me, right? And for the longest time, right, I always thought people were stupid for saying new year, new me. But the only reason why I thought that was because most of the time when people say that, they don't really mean it, right? Like, and it's really funny because I was actually listening to a trading psychology book last night, and he was talking about change. And the one thing he said about change is you have to have an emotional reason for why you want to change, right? It's not just good enough to say, well, I just want to make this change, right? He made a really good I guess example for himself where he had he ended up being diagnosed with diabetes, and for a long time he wanted to lose weight, but he didn't have an emotional reason to lose weight. Once he got diagnosed with diabetes, his emotional reason was, well, I don't want to be gone and not be able to provide for my family. So therefore, I'm gonna lose this weight and become happy, or not happy, but healthy, because I need to be here for them, right? And that emotional, that emotion is what ultimately got him to stick with the change, right? It's not enough just to say I want to change, but you have to have an emotional backing, and it makes it that much more powerful. And the funny thing, the funny thing about that is that both Hobbs and I had epiphanies at different times. So I was driving to Tampa, and I was doing what I normally do, which don't at me, right? But normally when I drive, I listen to YouTube videos, right? I don't watch them because I'm watching the road, but I'll have my headphones in, just one, not two, so I can hear what's going on around me.
Yeah.
But I'll have like one headphone in, and I'll listen to YouTube videos. And so I'll tell y'all who I was listening to. It was a guy by the name of Justin. Shout out to Justin's out there. But Justin Weirlin, I think is his last name. Justin W. I don't know. If you search Justin W.
Justin Weirlin or something like that.
Yeah, you'll find him. But I was listening to him, and I was listening to Carmine, right? But he has really good videos on psychology. And one thing that he said is he was like, if you haven't found consistency yet, let's say you're just having a bad week, bad month, whatever, then trade one micro. He was like, I bet you won't. I bet you won't do it. I bet you for 1 week you won't trade with just one micro. And I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, he's right. I was like, I'm sizing down, but I'm not sizing down to one micro. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm sticking with 5 micros. Like 5 micros, I feel comfortable. I feel good with that. There's no way I'm not sizing down to a micro or to 1 micro. But I thought about it more and more, and I was like, nah, this MFer, right? Because I'm like, because I took it as a challenge. Like, nah, he's trying to kind of challenge me right now. Like, he's saying I won't do it, but I'll do it though, right? And so basically, what I got to the epiphany was okay, I've been training for 2 years now, right? I've had my highs, I've had my lows, my ups, my downs. I've made money, I've lost money. I've done it all, right? I've had consistent months, and I've had not so consistent months. And if I don't make some type of change right now, then it's not going to happen, right? I've been at this for 2 years. This is my 3rd year of trading, and I'm not where I want to be personally, right? Like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about, but there's just little things that I haven't been able to put together. And what I came to the conclusion was it comes down to your size, right? And that's different for everybody, right? Just because I'm trading with 1 to 3 micros doesn't mean that you have to trade 1 to 3 micros. Your small size could be 1 to 3 minis. Let's say you're used to, making $10,000 a day and money ain't a thing to you. Then maybe it's minis, right? But I think for a lot of people, it's an ego thing, right? We all have an ego problem, right? And I'll generalize it, but I think it's the truth because I have an ego problem, right? Like, my problem is that I'm too good of a trader to go down to 1 micro, right? But what's the harm of going down to 1 micro, right? Or 2 micros or 3 micros? You build consistency, right? You're not there forever. My plan is to go down to 1 to 3 micros for the next 3 months. Why? Because I want to gain consistency, confidence, and build my data for my trading strategy, right? And then after I do that, my plan is to size up. I'm going to 5 to 10 micros, right? I'm not going to just jump to 10 micros. I'll probably go to 5. And within that 2-month time span, I'll go from 5 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, whatever, right? And then after that, I'll size up again. And it's just a repeating process. And so the big epiphany is that you have to be, you cannot be the same person that you were in 2023. I don't feel like I let 2023 pass me by in any terms or any means. I learned a lot in 2023. But if I really want to make trading actually twerk and get all these accounts funded and make money, I got to let go of the money and start not falling in love with the process, but going deep dive and going head first into the process and defining what that process was for myself. So that was kind of the first thing I did was I defined what the process looked like for me. And then I wrote it down. And then after that, now it was just about doing it. I was watching Carmine's video yesterday about him being profitable. And one thing that he said was it took him about 3 years to be profitable as well. And he said that he was treating trading like a hobby. And when I look back, if I'm truly being honest with myself, I was treating trading like a hobby too. If I'm like truly being honest, and it's really hard because again, ego, right? My ego says, nah, you weren't treating trading like a hobby. You were really trying hard. And part of that is true, but the other part isn't true. Like, I wasn't putting enough time into trading, and structuring all of that into a game plan is what's going to help me moving forward, right? Like for me, if I'm not structured, I'm gonna be unstructured, right? So I need steps. Just like in the market, a lot of people use steps to enter and exit. Well, I think you should have steps as well for trading. That's your process, right? So I built a trading boot camp, is what I'm calling it, and steps I'm going to take that I can follow and kind of check off day by day. Like, okay, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? And then the goal is to build habits along the way that aren't going to change. Because the funny thing about trading is most traders, they don't know what good habits are. So you automatically build bad habits. And then once you learn what those bad habits are, they're really hard to correct. So I'm going back and trying to correct some of the bad habits, the FOMO, the not having a plan but not following it, or saying I'm not going to do something in a trade and then end up doing it anyway, right? All those things that are bad, I'm trying to correct them. But at the same time, doing it on small size means I don't take a big hit if I do it, right? Because I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to not follow my plan one day. But if I don't follow my plan, I do it on 2 micros and I'm only down $100, that's way better than being down $1,000, right? Like, that's me preserving my capital. You got to look at this capital like it's your baby and it's something that you need to protect. Whether you're in a prop firm or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you're in a combine and it's not truly your money, or you're in a prop firm funded account and it is your money. This is your baby now, right? Like, if you have kids, like, you know what I mean. If you don't have kids, it doesn't matter because money's important, right? So you need to protect it. And sizing down is a way to protect your money until you're ready to size up. So I know that's a lot. I'll let Hobbs take over from here and how he feels, but that's basically where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've talked in depth about this, so I'll just kind of give you guys my perspective. Justin was driving in a car, and for me, it was Christmas Day, right? Like, for me, my epiphany came Christmas Day. My wife usually does the majority of the Christmas shopping, right? I pay all the bills. She do all the extra, stuff or whatever. It works for us, right? But usually when I can, you know what I mean? Like, I'll drop, some extra cash, be like, go do whatever for Christmas. So we're sitting there, her family's in town, you know what I'm saying? My kids are opening a present. And if you see my Twitter page, you know that we don't struggle on Christmas, right? Like, we're blessed, to say the least, right? However, I always want the best for my children. I always want the best for my family. I strive to give them nothing but the best. And this year, like Justin, he's been trading for about 2 years, but I think I've been in trading for almost 4 years now, right? My first 2 years, I really don't even count because I don't even call that trading. That was just straight gambling, creating bad habits, right? Like, not understanding exactly what it is I need to do in the market. No education whatsoever. Following other people's plans, right? Not even thinking, just robotically following everybody for the first 2 years. You got to count it, but I don't really count it. But just like Justin, over the last 2 years, and this is why I always tell him, I always joke with him, and I say, that is not a joke, it's serious. I always feel like he's like 2 to 3 months behind my trading journey. Not necessarily like I'm better than you. It's just he's experiencing things that I experience about 2 to 3 months behind. So, but this time we had the epiphany at the same time. And my epiphany was, I'm looking at my kids open presents and I'm thinking to myself, like, had I done what I was supposed to do, which is proper risk management all year, right? Just proper risk management all year, Christmas would have been a hell of a lot different, right? I had plans for getting my wife a car, couldn't make that happen. I had plans for getting a really nice dog, which we're still going to get that, but I couldn't make it happen on the time frame that I wanted it to happen on, right? And it's because of those things that created the emotion that I needed to realize I needed to change. However, I'm no longer putting those things at the forefront of my psychology to get to, right? I'm not focused on getting the BMW M5. Is it on the list? Yeah, it's on the list, right? I'm not focused on getting my wife a truck or getting the kids dogs and getting new furniture. It's on the list, but the very first thing I'm focused on in my trading career, God first, always, right? But secondly, it's following these rules that I put out for myself. And the reason why I'm doing that and I'm starting with low size is because low size gives you tokens, right? In the game of trading, you need tokens. It's just like playing at the arcade, right? You need tokens to play this game. And for me, do I know enough about this market to put size on? 100%. But I need to see it in my data, right? and I didn't give my data enough love throughout the year to be able to go back and say, all right, I did this, and this. So now I'm to the point where I want to give that data its opportunity to shine, and I can truly say I earned that size. Do I plan on staying at 1 and 2 micros the whole year for 3 months even? No, I don't. My plan is different from Justin's, and that's why it's my plan and he has his, right? My plan looks like a 5 to 10 day period of trading, right? 2 weeks at small size, because I still want to grow accounts, right? Once I get 10 days of trading and I'm trading just my setups, like I just missed a setup talking to you guys, but I'm completely okay with that, right? We talked about 47.7325 on ES being the potential long. If you go look at ES, we bounced off 47.7325 and now we're sending. So great trade, but I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about psychology. So once I get to the point, 5 or 10 days, and I pattern my thesis behind Topstep, right? Topstep does this in their real accounts when you're funded. After 10 days, I'll reevaluate where I am as a trader, say, okay, this size is working for me. Let's double that size, right? And we'll go to 4 micros, right? See how you perform there. If you continue to perform over a 5 to 10 day period, then we'll go to 6, then 8, then 10. Then we're at a full mini. We earn that size. Same strategy, same risk reward. Everything's the same. Get up there, you dirty hoe. NQ, let's go. But that is kind of where I'm at with my journey. And we wanted to kind of share that with you guys because a lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people talk about on YouTube, right? Except for the few traders that I think I found and I think they're really good. A lot of times people talk about the gains. People talk about how much money they made over the year. I mean, just go look at Twitter. It's a cesspool. Just go look at Twitter and see how many people, instead of like talking about psychology and the hard part of trading at the end of the year, what they do. They showed how much money they made all year, how much money they pulled out of prop firms all year. They're starting with $1,000, taking it to $100,000. Guys, go look at my Twitter. What you see on my Twitter is understand that every influencer is not a trader and every trader is not an influencer. It's more important to find traders that choose to influence than it is to find influencers that are trying to be traders. And if you understand that, then you got to step in the right direction. If you're a new trader to this game and you happen to stumble across this video or this live stream, let me tell you right now, if the people you are following trading have not focused on the trading aspect of trading, like they don't want to talk about the psychology, they don't want to talk about the price action, they just want to say, I made some quick money on a quick scalp. Let's go. Look at me. I'm out of here. Be careful, because I guarantee you that they have not found consistency in trading. What they found consistency is they found consistency in looking like traders, right? Sounding like traders, but more importantly, getting you to purchase their affiliate link, right? Getting you to tap into their Discords, right? For a big price, getting you to subscribe to their YouTube channel, because these people are making bank off YouTube, right? I have zero desire to kill the game off YouTube first. I have my first desire, our first reason for being on YouTube, right, is to share our journey. But the first thing we plan to do is be profitable as traders. After we're profitable as traders, we'll increase the price of the Discord. If you guys want to join, right? If once we start making videos on YouTube, we get revenue from that. Yes. Our goal is to have multiple sources of income, but to be great traders first, right? Build on that house first, and then everything else is coming from that. The problem in YouTube land is most of these people couldn't make it as traders, right? There's people that's been trading for 7 to 10 years and they aren't good traders. They know just enough to make just enough so that they trading in the wrong direction half the time, but they putting on so much size that they're collecting 10 points out of the market, 5 points out of the market, and they're like, look, I made 3,000. I'm done for today. It's like, yeah, but what habit have you taught me, right? What education have you taught me that I can consistently pull 10 points out of the market? And to be quite frank, I know a lot of people that are content with 10 points out of NQ. And I'm going to tell you right now, 10 points is literally a bare minimum for me. The way that I trade as a point of origin trader on NQ, 10 points is a joke, in my opinion, right? That's just me, right? Everybody trades differently. However, it's more important that a scalper or point of origin trader can explain to you their thought process, how they break down a trade, their education, how they got there, than it is for them to show you that they made $3,000. I can show you right now. I made $150 and I'm proud of it. Not the money, because I don't care about the money. That's what sizing down does. It makes you forget about the money and focus on the process. I can take you through my trade, but you already heard it, right? You already saw exactly where I was going to take the trade. You already knew where I was going to enter, what I was looking for to exit, why I exited early, right? You know what happened, right? Find those type of traders, man. And if it's not us, hey, it is what it is. I'm not tripping. Ain't no harm, no foul. But I'm gonna come on here every day with Justin, every single day, whether it's one person in here or whether it's 2,000 people in here, whether I got a neck injury or I'm sick. That's my goal for 2024, is to be consistent in every phase of my life, right? With my family, with God, with, you know what I'm saying, with my trading, with YouTube, everything. Unless I'm, God forbid, dead or too injured to show up, right? I'm gonna be here. I can't tell you how many people told me not to stream today, right? But I'm gonna be here because that's my promise to myself in 2024. So I hope that helps some of you guys out there, and you know, maybe somebody will watch this later on. But yeah, that's what I got, man. But let's take a look back at this market, and you know, NQ just literally took off. But I didn't like the setup on NQ, even though I felt like they would both run. I'm gonna show you what setup I was looking for on ES, and this is kind of the setup, right? We were looking at this 90-minute demand zone right here. I think Justin had it at a 30-minute demand zone, and you can see with the 5-minute strategy that I like to use. Basically, guys, what I'm looking for is a breaker structure, right? Some type of breaker structure, which we got above 47.8250, and then a retest of this area, right? If we get a retest of this area, usually in the middle of this demand zone or this box, I usually like to take the market long, but quite frankly, I liked longs at 47.7325. Like when Justin said he was getting it stopped out, I was eating cereal. I was looking to potentially long this market. And, you know, that's a quick 10 points. Again, is it in the direction of the market? No. But is it at a key level? 100%. It's in a key level. Like, I don't care if I'm going against the market if I'm at a key level. And the market literally has shown me right here, right? When you're looking at the market, you look for the market to tell a story. And as soon as we tap this zone, this was the result, right? That tells me that buyers are interested. Like, okay, so then we come back down and we're super choppy, right? Now I want to see what happens when we tap this zone again. Okay, I'm a long right here, right? And I'm gonna take the market long, targeting either this area or this area. And then lastly, this area, right? Just looking for setups like that make sense is all I'm looking to do. Right, I'm playing my 5-minute strategy, but I'm a good enough trader where I can play 5-minute strategy based. I play higher time frames, but I use the 5-minute to take more trades, or look for more opportunities. Right, this one didn't really fit the 5-minute strategy, but because we were in demand, I would have already been looking for longs in this area, and this is why I said I passed on the trade on NQ, because I was like, well, I'm not going to try to guess where NQ's done selling, right? Because this was a fake out, this was a fake out. Right, I wouldn't really look at these as fake outs, but this was definitely a fake out. This turned out to be another fake out, and then finally, the market decided to reverse right here. Right, put in a nice little swing low. What's the difference between any of these? Nothing. We broke structure there. I would have probably been looking long on the retest. Failed the retest. We broke structure here. I would have been looking for longs, but we failed the retest. Swept liquidity, and then finally came up. Finally broke structure now, and let's see if we keep going. So just a quick little breakdown of what I would be looking for if I was looking to trade this. Now it's a little too far gone for me. I'd more so be looking for shorts if we come all the way back up.
Yeah, we're back in that area. I'd be looking for shorts again. 4785. We sold off earlier. We're right back up there.
Yeah, this is pretty much the area I would be looking for shorts on NQ as well. NQ threw in another inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, I saw that on the 1 minute, which took with light size. Nice, man. Nice. And don't get it twisted, guys. We're not advocating for you guys to size down. We're simply just sharing you guys a story. And if that story leads you to sizing down, so be it. You know, I'm just telling you guys kind of how we got to it, how we got to the idea of sizing down. Looks like shorts may come in at what is it, 764? 761 through roughly about 788 is where I'm looking to short this market. And if not, 816 is the next area. And there she goes. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, I would say there's a lack of buying up here.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for shorts down here. Just waiting to see if I can get some type of breakdown of price here. Maybe a nice little liquidity sweep to the upside.
It's kind of the same look we got last time. We kind of just consolidated up here for a little bit. Ran the high one last time, and then we ended up dumping. Well, we didn't run the high, but
yeah, I'm looking for this to come up a little bit stronger and then catch buyers off sides up here. Right now, it's not ready yet. Still looking like buyers are interested up here. Maybe potentially push higher.
yeah, I would actually love to see this thing push up to 4788 and get above there.
NQ shorts, I think, come in at 775 through 778. Yeah, that's basically the exact same. Yeah, 788. Yep, right where this gray box is on my chart. That's basically the same area. 762 through 788.75. If not, I'm looking at 816 on the 45 minute.
Yeah, I think for me, I actually don't want to. Short this market. I actually really want to long it. Like, if you can get above 4788, I'll look to long. But I think I'm gonna pass on the shorts. I do like this area for shorts, but this is the second, really third time we've come up here. I want to see the bulls can kind of put some pressure. Maybe the VIX starts to sell off as well, bring some continuation. Apple's kind of trying to rally. Google's trying to rally. Microsoft's trying to rally. So I would much rather see this push up. But if it doesn't happen, then I just won't take the trade. I'm hoping we kind of catch some sellers off guard here. But if things go as planned, like they've been going, this is the area where sellers should want to step up.
Yeah, I just want to see us break some of this structure, actually close below this level here, then pop back up. Yeah, we just keep finding buyers down at these lows.
Yeah, because I think we can stop a whole bunch of shorts and kind of potentially like short squeeze out of here. Back up to like 4808 potentially. because I think we got to come. I think the market's going to want to come back and retest 48.20.
Yeah,
I think there's a big move coming back to the upside potentially, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Boom 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 boom. Trying to get back above VWAP on NQ here. On the tape anyway. I don't know where VWAP is on the actual chart. Maybe we get that push back into the 800s, which is what I like to see. I like 764, but go ahead.
Bakaya said she still needs to get clapped for 700 more points. That will happen in one day, but maybe in a week.
Yeah, I mean, we got to pull back, right? Like before we go lower. I think we're just taking out liquidity on the way down.
Bakaya said I'm currently long 722. Target is 775. VWAP's at 819.
Oh, VWAP's at 819. Okay, that's kind of where I'm looking to trade at 81625. That 45-minute supply. I like this area. If I can get what I want out of this area, I'll look to trade it. But we're just gonna kind of dirtle around this area. I feel like we're maybe looking to trap some sellers, and I don't want to become liquidity here. So
I'm looking for a break above 8788 or 4788. We get a break above 4788. That'll also be a break above VWAP. We break that with some power, come back and retest it. I'll look to get long. Unless we just like start to come up there kind of bullish. This looks like we're creating kind of like a falling wedge pattern right here, like a symmetrical triangle on ES. If you're into patterns. So I think we're getting some acceptance here on ES at this price. And I'm looking for it to push out. I don't want to trade it, but I'm looking for this to push out potentially up into 4788, about 6 points higher.
Yeah, NQ looks bullish as well. It looks like we're trying to push above that 9 EMA at 760. The 15-minute looks extremely bullish. So, and the VIX is trying to push back down to 1450 here. But I still like 764 through roughly about 788 for shorts. Well, let's see if we start to get some bullish activity down here to squeeze out. This is the first test for buyers right here. Check on the stocks here. Man, Microsoft, I'm gonna have to do some major charting when the market's closed. Microsoft just dumped so bad. It is hitting 2-hour demand though. I like that. So is Nvidia. Nvidia's in 4-hour demand right now. So the stocks are definitely in an area where we could bounce. So if you look right here, we got Apple at 4-hour demand. Let me get rid of this 45-minute. Right here. And right here, we got Apple at 4-hour demand. We got Microsoft at 2-hour, Nvidia at 4-hour. Maybe just get that push back into the previous day low or something like that. And we close below that. That'd be nice. For me, I'm skeptical on the longs just because we've been so aggressively bearish and because I've already missed the entry on where I would have liked to get long. So for me, only thing left to do now is either wait for pullbacks or let this market push up into where I want to short it. But yeah, all of the stocks are looking very, very bullish here. Tesla bounced off that 45-minute. Amazon didn't really have, it had 44-hour demand down here as well. Yeah. Kind of a solid theme on the market this morning. Just bouncing off demand after an aggressive sell-off. That 773 level was money though on ES.
Yeah.
That level was fucking down to the tick. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean that stuff. Sorry. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this 773 level. I mean, come on.
Oh, I know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. 77325 on the tick. Literally on the nose.
All tech stocks 4 hour look bearish though. Yeah, they do look bearish, but we sold off.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
retracing makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that we're switching at all on the macro. I'm just saying that the potential to take the market long, because I mean, you're just looking for opportunities in the market, right? Like, you care that the market's selling off, but that doesn't mean you can't long the market, right? The market literally bounced off this 90 minutes demand zone on ES perfectly. Like, do you pass that up just because we're in a downtrend? No, you trade that, because you're gonna look for 10 or 12 points anyway. What's the difference whether you get them to the long side or the short side? But yeah, I agree with you. I think everything still should look very bearish. Just on a smaller time frame, 15-minute, we're recovering. I think we're recovering to get dumped on some more, but we're recovering nonetheless. So
yeah, I just think above 4788, we don't have much in the way of stopping us from getting up to 4808, except for the only thing I'd be a little bit concerned about is 479650. That area right there could be a potential spot where we could see some turbulence, but other than that, that probably would have been a really good target actually on this long if we get above 4788.
Yeah, my target for ES is, like you saying, 479650. 2 reasons. That's where I see 5-minute supply that formed, and then also that's previous day low as well. So that'd be a good area for price to reject. So I got a couple areas that I'm watching on ES and NQ. So NQ, again, we're in the area where I would look to short it. ES, not yet. It's almost there. ES for me is 4789.75. That's where I'm looking at. Right there. Damn, right. That level worked out perfectly. Wow, that was nice.
We are coming up.
All right, I'm gonna switch my charts over to. Do I want to stay on ES or I want to trade NQ? It doesn't matter. I'll stay on NQ. I already got it charted on TraderVate. Nah, I traded. Take the money either way. I know that's right. This little 64.71 area is a spot to watch. Yeah, that's why I got it grayed out. You see on my box here, I got it. I grayed out. I got this area grayed out. This is 5-minute supply, so I definitely be watching this area for sure. And it's at the same time that ES is coming into its 5-minute supply at 4789.50. So I'm definitely watching to see how we react in this area here. All right.
Let's see.
All right, NQ trying to get rejected inside of the supply zone. Let's see what happens. VIX is coming down to 43, though. I don't like that. Get more breakfast. All right, let's do it. No, wifey brought me some cereal. What is that?
It's I cut up the bratwurst and made it into sausage.
Oh, okay. It looks like little critters. Can I get some OJ, please?
Little critters.
Okay. No, my son, he made breakfast and we were out of breakfast sausage. So he cut up bratwurst. He cut up little bratwurst and they look like little critters. See that?
Oh, nice. Hustle for life. You got long at 80, out at 86. Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I thought that area was pretty nice. I thought it was a clean area to get long. I would have liked to have been long down in the 70s, but good trade, hustle for life. Looks like
on that one.
I can't tell you how many times I would have gotten faked out by this in the past on NQ. Thank you, sir. Us being at this level of the trade, and every time I see the 1 minute come down and try to break, I'd be trying to short the market and end up getting cooked. I'm so glad I've grown past that level of trading. Just extra layer of confirmation.
Yeah, like I said, my plan remains the same. I'm not looking to short the market. If the market wants to sell, then great. If not, then we'll break above 4788. We'll retest it, and then I'll try to get long on the retest. But if we fail to break above it, then whatever.
I don't know. Every time you say you're looking for something, you do the opposite. You say you was looking for longs down at the bottom, and secretly you were shorting the market.
No, I was looking for longs at the bottom.
I thought you said you were looking for longs at that 30-minute depends on.
Nope. No, I never trusted longs down there. I always wanted the market to get above 4788 to long the market. I was always trying to short it. I just was trying to short it up at 4788, which we almost tapped. And then I wanted to see that lower high get put in. And once I saw the lower high get put in, I took the market short. Which I guess technically that was a lower high that was already a lower high, so I could have shorted the market, but I don't know. It all worked out. We went up there really aggressive. I think that's why I got kind of hesitant, just because of how aggressive we made it our way back up to those highs.
So you can stop and lock in 35 points? Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good idea. We're back on the other side of that 90 in May. That's always good. Take it for how you want it. Until we clear it, though, it's still trap territory. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh, did you check the group chat?
No. No, I was laughing at what's its face? Alpine. He blew a PA account down like 2K on the day.
Hey, why you always laughing at people when they blow accounts, bro?
I mean, yeah, he got 20 of them, so I can laugh. He'll be all right. He got plenty of accounts. He'll be fine. But it's just funny. Nutty's up $300 though. I just checked the landscape of these other streamers, see what they're up to. But yeah, that's funny. Full disclosure, I really don't care, but I like to get a little bit of a laugh in. I love to see the market show some strength up here. It's doing kind of the same thing that we did earlier, which is like break above this 8.5 level where we saw a bunch of buying this morning, and then just kind of fail underneath it.
I'm looking to see if we put in a lower high here. Then I'm looking to short this market.
Makai 1,000%. I feel like Alpine blows accounts and then blames the market for it instead of trying to learn from his mistakes. 1,000%. I literally watched him blame the market for blowing his account, blowing multiple accounts. Actually, he was so mad. He was like, "The market's ripping, and you take a long, and then you get dumped on, and then the market's dumping, you take a short, and then it starts ripping." He's like, "It's the market's fault." Was like, what? It was pretty comical. It's pretty hilarious. It's like, nah, maybe you just didn't know that there was buyers that were sitting there at support that just, were ready to buy at that time. It's not your fault for hitting the sell button. It's the buyer's fault for buying. That's all. Yeah, and you'll literally see the lower high that put in and he longed it. Yeah, what's even worse is that how he blows his account is he just averages down. Like, it's like, well, at some point the market's got to turn around, so we just keep averaging down. It's like, oh, that's a losing strategy. And people will tell him, but he ignores them. Yeah, he also says in his thing that he doesn't want any help. So, it is what it is. That to me is ego at its finest. That's another.
Yeah, 100%.
Putting your ego aside.
100%. That's his biggest problem is his ego. That's 100% ego.
Yeah, like I definitely know I have an ego, but I understand that, and I'm doing my best to put it aside, right? But yeah, he just no.
Trying to potentially take the market short here. Bulls just keep defending up here.
Yeah, they're still looking strong. Let's see what happens. See, this is where I always well, I guess there was kind of a long, I don't want to say second guess myself. I'm going to wait because I really want to see what ends up happening, and I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. But sometimes I almost want to enter before we break the level to give myself the cushion. If I'm really confident that we're going to go up there and at least test it, and I can give myself a 3-4 point cushion to where if we break the level and reject, then I'm just sitting at break even and I'm cool. Or do I wait, let the level break, but then potentially it never come back, And if that's the case, then I just got to be cool with allowing it to be gone. But
yeah,
that's kind of the internal battle.
For me, I always end up taking it before I officially get the confirmation that I'm looking for. And then later I'll be like, dang, I never really got that confirmation, right? Like right now, I almost shorted this a couple times because it looked very bearish inside of one candle, but it's not completing that, right? So I think that's where coming down to the lower time frames in this aspect comes in, because you can kind of see what price is doing on a lower time frame, and you can have more confidence in that. So right now, that was completely a trap. So I'm glad I didn't take that. So just waiting to see if we sweep these highs and continue to go higher. There's a sweep of the highs right there.
Yeah, see,
And then
now
let's
the
see if
buyer
this
comes in.
gets rejected here.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if we get new buying. See, and that was the thing, because I could have got long at 4784 when I kind of spotted the CBD divergence and kind of the strong buying coming in. But then that's me like front running the break, and I'm never sure whether that's the right approach, I guess. But we'll see what happens. We just broke my level. What I'm looking at now is I want to see strong buying, and I want to see the market kind of pull away from my area, which we're starting to do, and then I just want to see a retest. So now that we're in the 90s, we got a lot of buying. Oh yeah, they're bringing it up. They just stopped out a whole bunch of shorts, I'm sure.
Yep. And that's why I didn't want to jump in, because I was like, I want to see if we're gonna push through this level or are we gonna reject this levels. We still haven't pushed through it completely yet. So I want to see if we get above 790, then I'll be more convinced. This buying looks good, but again, I still feel like sellers are in complete control. So it's just a matter of how long they're gonna allow price to push up this way.
I like this. I'm just looking for. I just want to see any pullback back into that level hold now, and not look too long the market. That was a really strong break. A lot of buyings coming in. A lot of new buying. I would like to see 4788 hold. All
right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm watching. They already said. Yeah, and this is a 5-minute demand zone. That's why I'm watching this area very closely. So, yes. Yeah, we're at a low volume node right here too, that we could pretty much sweep liquidity up through here, which I'm completely okay with.
Yeah, this is the setup I really want to work on.
Well, I just think for me, it's just it'd be a little too late looking for longs. To me, I think your long entry would have been down at the lows. To me, I think it's lower quality to wait for price inside of a downtrend. I think on an uptrend day, what you would be doing is be looking for us to get more buying higher. But we're in a downtrend, and you're trying to long the second half of the intermediate uptrend, which I think is a recipe for disaster, because the market is in an overall downtrend today. So you're waiting for price to get to its retracement level, pull back into another level, and then long that, which means you're longing the opposite of the actual trend. I think if you're going to long it during a downtrend, you should be longing it at the lows. If you're going to look to short it, you should be shorting it when we're coming back into price, or back into a level where price is previously rejected. It's just my opinion. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying that's the way I view it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a continuation trade, because this would be us. This would essentially be us breaking the. This would be the change of character in the downtrend, and then this would be the continuation, is what I'm looking for. But
yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, it can work out. Anything can work out in the market. I look at this as a small change of character inside of an intermediate down or an overall downtrend. This is an intermediate change of character. So it should be short-lived until that swing high up at 48.27 is broken, right? So to me, I'd be looking for shorts at 47.96, which was your original plan. So I guess to me, where are you trying to long it from and to? You'd be looking for a scalp from 47.85 into 47.96. Is that what you're looking for?
Oh, no. My original plan was for it to break this level, come back down into 47.88 and long it. I just said that 47.9650 was an area where we could have like some turbulence to break above, because I noticed, like you said, it was Friday's low, and then it was also we also reacted to it overnight as well. That was like the only area overnight on that major sell off where we actually reacted. Well, other than 4788. So I figure if we get to 4796, that'd be another area where we could potentially end up rejecting. So just to be careful up there. But my ultimate target would be I mean, I don't know if we can get back. I don't want to say we can't get back up there because we definitely could, but like 4808 would be where I'd want to see the market return. Which I think we can definitely make our way back up there.
I just think because the market's so bearish, I would much rather wait for the reaction at 4796 to 4800 to see if the market wants to push above there. To me, if the market pushes above there, then I think that an aggressive pullback it would be higher quality for me to play the aggressive pullback or potentially the lower high being put in on the higher time frame, right? So if we just watch this area and go to like the 1 hour, if we come back to 4796, all we're doing is putting in a lower high. You see what I'm saying? So like you would be longing into that lower high, or we can come all the way back up to 4808. So I guess it's just a gamble of, which one you think is more likely to happen.
Yeah, I think ES and NQ are a little bit different because
I'm talking about NQ ES.
Okay.
I'm literally giving you the levels from ES. I said 4796.50 and I said 4808. I'm talking about ES.
Well, with you're right with the 4. But yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I mean, I'd be open to letting this.
I'm only giving my opinion because you said you were struggling with this thesis.
Well, I was struggling. I was struggling more so with, do I get in early speculating that we're going to break, or do I? And I mean, if I got in early speculating we're going to break, then my risk would have been really small compared to allowing for this to break and then hope for the retest and then potentially not get it. That's kind of where I was, I guess, struggling.
Not the entire thesis of the area.
No, I think my thesis is right. I mean, clearly we broke above the area. It was just okay. Do I want to follow my plan and get in after we break and retest, or do I want to get in before the break, speculating we're going to break, and then potentially now I have to worry about the retest? And in this case, it looks like potentially getting in before the break might have been the move, but each trade is going to be different. So I don't I don't know. $7.85 to short. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, I see the thesis for longs. I need to see structure being broken first, and I think for ES, the first level that needs to be broken is 4,800. Buyers need to prove to me that they want to buy over 4,850. If they can get above there, then I think the market is going to continue. Other than that, I'm looking at this as a pullback to go lower. And I think for me, if I'm going to look to long ES, I need it to be long in the 70s. I just think getting long at 88 is just way too late for my blood. I think you're getting in at the end of the move as opposed to the beginning of the move. Especially because we're in a downtrend. Like
maybe. We'll see. Time will tell it. Right now, it's like we're holding price pretty nicely up here. We got a 5-minute rally base. See if we rally up out of here. Micaiah says, I'm. Oh, wait, no. Micaiah says, this is the golden pocket, too. We're pretty much at 50% at the moment from open-ish. On ES, I would want to retest the 785 on
That's the exact level, Micaiah. That's the exact level Malik just said, too. He said
no,
the
he's
same
talking
level.
about on ES, 785 on ES. But I thought you're looking to short the market. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 785 is the same level. Oh, shoot. I just realized that 785 on NQ is the same as 785 on ES. It's just 16,785 on NQ.
He said on ES.
Oh, okay. Now I'm tracking.
Market.
Now I'm tracking. Okay.
I'd probably put my stop at 779. Yeah, and for me, I want 778 to hold for me to long the market. Although I will say we did just sweep the high right there and get rejected. So we'll see what happens.
I'm still looking to short the market. I'm not buying longs down here until we get back up, until we reclaim 4,800. I think longs are going to be short lived. And like I said, if I was going to long it, I would have tried to get long in the 70s.
Yeah. And since it's against a trend, I'll play smaller. I go both ways, man.
I go both ways, baby.
He's trans market.
Trans market, baby. I do too, but like I said, I
think 4802 is the next on ES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Going both ways is the way to go. I just look at it when we're in we're in downtrend. I go for it like I think about it in the range thesis, right? When ES was in that range and you were long in the highs or you were short in the highs and long in the lows, if you wanted to take this market long, you would have longed the low. So now you're looking to potentially long the high. That's why I disagree with the thesis, right? I'm not saying that it can't work out. I just think that it's lower quality to long it up here inside of an overall downtrend on the day. So that I just want to be clear on where I stand. I don't think that longs can't work. I just think that if you're looking for a 6 to 10 point move, which is what you should be looking for on ES anyway, then you need to let it come back to your point. You probably want to get long at the 47.88 range now. Obviously, the 70s are out of the question for now. I think 47.88 or 47.89 on that pullback would be where I would potentially long it if I was looking to long it. I just do not like longs up here at all.
Well, I guess my counter argument would be I agree when you're in a range you want to long the highs and or long the lows and short the highs.
Yeah.
But once you break out of the range, which is what we did, and we're holding above the range, the next thing to do would be to try to long it on a pullback.
Unless you're in an overall downtrend, though, right? Like I agree with that, but the counterpoint to that is that the trend is down, right? I understand everything you're saying, but you're not taking into the fact that the overall trend on the day is 100% down. So you're looking at this as that's a rule that I would play with if the market was in an uptrend, right? Like 100%, I would agree with that, but I think you're discrediting the fact that the overall trend hasn't been broken. If you look at the 15-minute, right, and you just draw a trend line from this morning's open or 2 a.m. and just draw it straight down, we're rejecting exactly where you want to get long, right? That's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion, right? Like if you're looking to get long right here, like you're literally looking to get long on the potential break of the trend. Could it work? Yeah, 100% it could work. But I just think that getting long up here is lower quality than potentially getting long at the lows. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it won't work. I agree with what you're seeing and what you're saying. I'm just saying for my blood, I would more so be looking to get long on a pullback of the low, or I would have been looking to get long down here at demand. That's all I'm saying. I don't disagree with you at all. I just want to make that clear. Like I agree with your thesis on the long, but what I'm saying is because we're in an overall downtrend, I think that thesis may be short-lived in this situation, or we squeeze one of the two.
Yeah, I guess for me, the way I'm looking at this is the market's gonna come up to test higher prices before we fall, and that this is just a part of it coming up to test higher prices, which is why I'm willing to long the market as long as I get the pullback. So I know what you mean by the trend and the overall trend, but I think the market's going to return to some value area just because we sold off so much in the overnight session. I think that bulls are starting to kind of gobble up this price and then once they bring it up to the point where they want to, they'll sell it off as a take profit kind of measure. That's the way I'm looking at it. So
I think we agree on that thesis. I think our value areas are just much lower. Your value area is 4808. My value area is 4796 through 4800. That's why I wouldn't be looking along up here. I would have loved the long down there at 4773 when we were doing our psychology talk. That's where I would have loved to get long, because that was an easy 20 points. Easy. And some. And one.
Yeah, and now looking back at this, what was once resistance turned into support at that 4785-ish area. That was nice. I should have looked along the market there. It's all good though. I'll put it out in my journal.
In the 80s or in the 70s, it made sense, but like way up here, shit.
Well, no, not up here. I need a pullback to go long. It's gonna have to come back down to basically VWAP for me to want to get long, but we'll see.
What is VWAP? 4785?
4788.
Yep. That's where the structure is too. But again, I just feel like this is bait. They baiting buyers so they can dump it on their fucking head. On their freaking head. Sorry, we're just taking way too long to come up here. It's taking like an hour to come up here. Yeah, I like that rejection candle at 785. I just want to see some structure being broken on a lower time frame. Yeah, but we're just bouncing off that low at 772 on the 15-second chart. So for me, I'm just looking at these as like potential, like trapping more sellers. So yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like if you look at it, we just keep bouncing off those lows. So for me to get short, I would need a break below 768 and then a pullback. Excuse me.
So
I like the equal highs we put in though. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
No, you're good. Makai says, yeah, I've still got 2 runners on NQ from 722. I want to sweep for the supply zone to exit. Those that I'll look to short again. ES had a change of character on the 1 minute, but in a downtrend. I like the retest of the change of character candle range for longs. And then sliding stop to 768.
And the VIX is giving it up. Giving it all back.
I just like longs is down.
Oh, it's going down. It's coming down. It's about to retest 14. Well, I just think for your short, I would have needed a little bit more confirmation on a lower time frame. Because if you look at this trend, we've been doing this all the way up, and that's how we keep going up. Because we just keep selling off at key levels a little bit, just enough to get bears interested, right? And then that's how they push price up. Because they wait for you to get interested and then they immediately buy, so you're stuck in your position. The definition of a trap buyer, right? So that's why I just, during those low volatility days, it showed me so much about this market that I just wait. Like I just think it's always better to just wait 1 more minute, 5 more minutes. Let the market show you that it really wants to do something, And until I get exactly what I want to see, I'm not going to press the sell or buy button. That was a nice equal high we put in though at 785. Let's see if it holds. Because the buying is just continuing up here. Like, well, everything's a risk, right? Like, but you calculated the risk. You knew, what I mean? Like you know what you're risking. Yeah, I mean, you said it 20 minutes ago, so it's fine. Like, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, hey, it's all good. You move on to the next trade. For me, like I said, I just need a little bit more confirmation before I look to short this. And right now, all I'm seeing is more buying. A lot of trap buyers at these highs, though, which I really like. There's like, on NQ, there's like 400 or 500 trap buyers up here. So if we sweep this liquidity, these buyers will become very much in danger. Yeah, you took it to sec time. Yeah, you didn't chase it, which was good. So I liked everything about your trade. Like I just haven't gotten the confirmation that I would look for yet. But I understand the thesis in which you took the trade. You think the I think there's a seller that's about to come in and sweep the hell out of price. That's what I think. I think you're in the absolute right spot, but we'll see.
Even if I get the long, still straight.
Yeah. I just don't want to be at his mercy. I'd rather just wait till he sweeps. What's that? Well, just remember to play each trade individually, right? So whatever happened last week, like I can't take that trade with me. You know, like that junk don't matter. Like I made money last week, but I haven't made any money today. Not on this account anyway.
Oh, I was about to say, you liar. You made money today, liar.
Well, yeah, I took the trade on the wrong account though.
I know.
I know you secretly wanted to laugh at me too. You like
no. I didn't. I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, I bought some Apex accounts yesterday.
Yeah. You know I wasn't gonna fade on no deals on Apex.
In fact, I mean, I think the 80% deal is going to be one of the better deals we get for a while. To be honest with y'all, I think they're going to hold strong to that, not bringing that 90%. But I don't know. Maybe next month they might bring 90% back.
Yeah, they bring 90% back. They did this deal for 4 days.
Oh, they only did this deal for 4 days?
It's only like 6 days. Like the deal is only good till like January 4th.
Oh,
or the 6th or something like that. Like
Come on.
the deal is. I think you're completely incorrect. Apex loves their money, and from a marketing standpoint, they make way more money off 90% than they do any other sale. I guarantee it.
That's probably true, except for that. I bet you that they're gonna bring back a 1 day. Well, I don't know. The volatility is coming back, but the fact that they did the 1 day.
That would be a disaster. That would be a disaster for their bottom line, because it was easy to do that when the market wasn't volatile. That was perfect marketing. That was a perfect marketing thing while the market wasn't hot. While the market's hot, you're gonna lose money because a lot of people are gonna get funded. Like, you know how many people could have got funded today off the morning sweep?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like they don't want to give away money. They want to give away less money. Here comes the sweep. All right, let's see if this seller sweeps here.
I think if they do a 90, or if they do that sale again with the 1 day, I think they do it and they're gonna charge 60% off, 50% off, something like that. They'll do a higher percentage to make it worth their while.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I just think you always have a what's the word? Pessimistic outlook about things. So I just choose to ignore you sometimes with your thesis.
That's fair. At least I don't believe the government is controlling our weather and it's crazy.
Are you saying that there's something wrong with my beliefs, Mr. I believe in aliens?
Most people believe that there's aliens. That's a common belief.
You're so not telling the truth.
I should have put out a poll on tomorrow in the morning, and put on a poll on who believes in aliens and who doesn't. Because I guarantee.
Well, make sure you pull out a poll. Make sure you pull out a.
I'll do that one too. I'll do that one too. I'll do the one that controlling too.
I was about to say, this is again your lopsided thesis.
No. Team Jonah with me, Team UFO here.
I believe in aliens too, but that's not my point. I think y'all missing my point. My point is that aliens is also a conspiracy theorist. So the guy that's on stage calling us all conspiracy theorists while believing in a conspiracy is, I don't think it's the definition of Justin's weird way of arguing.
No, but I don't really think it's a conspiracy anymore. I think they pretty much have been proven at this point.
No, they have. Where are you getting this information
information from? Have you seen? Where are you getting this information from?
Well, the fact that the government literally said UAPs are controlled by an outside entity and we don't know what they are. Well, if they ain't human, then what could it be? There's only one other thing. They ain't flying around by themselves.
Have you seen an alien?
I've seen them on the internet. Now, whether they're real or whether they're real or not, I don't know.
I cannot with Justin, man. Like some of his logic just doesn't make sense. Sometimes.
The chat is with me. Jonah, Team UFO here. They are here, bro.
Again, nobody's arguing whether or not UFOs exist. It's not what I'm arguing.
Okay, so Hustle for Life says my uncle was in the service. He did tell me they can control the weather. Okay, so
they
Hustle
can
for
control
Life,
the weather. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me ask you a question.
100% can do this. You don't think that they knew that they needed fear into this market, and then randomly, after I told y'all a Black Swan event was coming, a hurricane on New Year's Day randomly showed up in Japan.
It was
that dumped the Japan yen, dumped all the other currencies, which in turn pumped our currency, which in turn dumped the stock market and created fear.
Hustle for Life. What branch was your uncle in? Makai, it's a probability. I mean, it's a very good probability. Let's be honest. Pablo says believing in aliens is just common sense. Thank you. It is just common sense.
I'm so done with y'all.
Didn't I show? Yeah, I saw that video, Jonah. I saw that video with the aliens in Vegas. The 9 foot tall. I saw it.
You know what? My motto in 2024 is to say less. So you know what? Believe whatever you want to believe.
Micaiah says trillions of galaxies way larger than ours, and at the speed of light travel, it would take 100,000 years to travel from one side of our galaxy to the other. No doubt aliens exist in the universe. Facts. you better stop. They exist. Haven't you seen The Fourth Kind? Yeah, Hobbs, haven't you seen The Fourth Kind? I can't sleep after I watch that damn movie.
I'm so done with y'all. I hate all of you.
Okay, yeah, Hustle for Life. Let me know. I'm curious. There's spiritual forces of wickedness. Yeah, I heard some people think they're devils. Some people think that they're devils. If you believe in God, you have to believe in what? What? Oh. Oh. Okay. That's an interesting take. My number one fan says I want to watch that movie. No, we're not watching that movie tonight. That's
what movie?
The Fourth Kind. I definitely don't believe aliens have existed. Oh, maybe have visited Earth though. I think that's nuts. I think they have. I definitely think they have. I will say this. I do believe in the ancient alien conspiracy. That I do believe. That I believe in. That is a conspiracy that I do believe.
This is why I just keep quiet. When he gets like this, I just let him have it, man. Whatever, bro.
Okay. The question is, how much can I piss off Hobbs while I wait for this market to potentially?
I'm not pissed. Look. You can't piss me off.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Look. All I'm saying is, don't piss nothing but the time. You seen that?
Elon equals alien.
Elon is from.
The problem is, see, the problem with his logic here is, again, we all agree on aliens existing. I definitely agree with that, but I think that the rabbit hole that you go down to find whether or not aliens exist is the same conspiracy theorist rabbit hole you go down for any conspiracy. The problem is that Justin doesn't believe that conspiracy theory. He doesn't believe he's a conspiracy theorist, but at the same time, he's accepting the fact that he believes in a conspiracy. That's the problem that I have. Like, it has nothing to do with aliens. What Justin is doing is he's trying to gain support from the chat under a false pretense of what his true argument is. So because of that, I'm just going to ignore him until he tells you exactly what his true argument is. So ask the real question, Justin. Ask them, is believing in aliens and believing that the government has an earthquake machine or a machine that controls the weather, is it not the same conspiracy theorist logic?
So
See,
I think
he's stuck.
aliens.
He's stuck. You
No,
see that? I
no,
don't never see Justin
no,
silent. He
listen,
usually be
I
ready. He
think-
was like, "Shoot, how am I get out of
No,
this?"
no. I think aliens are a bit more credible when it comes to the theory of aliens actually existing than the theory.
So now we're arguing the credibility
Yes,
of individual conspiracy theories. That's
Yes.
what we're arguing.
because I don't think it's a conspiracy. Because I don't think aliens existing is a conspiracy. Like I think at one point it was, but I don't think it is now. Like I think it's pretty much like a definite.
Wait, stop right there. You heard that right, Malik. So at one point, aliens existing was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But now that it's a proven fact, in your opinion, because that's not
Yeah.
a fact.
I mean, it's pretty.
Now that it's a proven fact, in your opinion, it's not a conspiracy anymore. That's what you're saying.
It's not a conspiracy. Yes.
So at one point, before the video came out about Vegas this year, you were a conspiracy theorist?
No, I've been. Nah.
I'm just trying to put these together. I'm just trying to put these together like I was a lawyer. So you're saying is, you know you're effed up, right? you know you're effed up, right?
I have not effed up. Hold up. This short that you're looking at might be working out, but this long that I'm looking at might be working out as well.
Get the loans right here. Oh man. I told you at some point that sweeper was coming into the market, Malik. I was like, I don't know when he coming, but I'm betting that this sweeper is coming in. Oh, we about to break it. I'm short with you at 777. Stop at 790, same spot. I'm looking for a push down to 650. I think we're about to come down. I think that was a stair step up, and I think we're about to elevate it right back down. You want to see this 15-minute candle hold though. We got 12 whole minutes to wait. So let's talk about aliens some more.
Well, hold up. I'll definitely if this long doesn't present itself, I definitely have no problem. Although skipping in the chat a little bit, Micaiah, the government is very inefficient unless there's money behind them, in which case they are very efficient. Don't let them fool you. They can get some stuff done if they got some money.
The Kia underdo said, Lord, send help. Exactly. Thank you. I'm hoping you saying send help for Justin, but y'all gonna go too much further. You were both military. Don't you remember how inefficient they were? No, the government can be extremely efficient when they want to. Trust me when I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. They can
when they want to get something done, they will make it happen, bro. Like, do not get it twisted. Do not get it twisted.
All right. I really don't want to
pull back there.
Yeah, no, I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk. I'm thinking about just risking one contract because I'm more unsure about this, and I really don't want to. I don't want to take. I want to be in. See if we get a little bit of a pull up here, and I'll take the market long. I'll try.
This is a nice little dip right here, Malik, but we want to see this. We want to see the follow through. Otherwise, these bulls are going to come right back. Yeah, I'm gonna go to break even just to protect myself. So I'm up about 10 points right there. So I'm gonna let the trade play itself out, but only if it holds below here. As long as it holds below 777, I'll keep the trade on. But if we bounce back ridiculously, this thing is gonna come right back up because we just retested that 15-minute demand zone at 48. So we're looking to retest or close that gap at 56. But hopefully these buyers just continue to be weak up here, and then we just come right back down.
All right, I got in long. I'm only risking 2 points, so I just got in with 2 contracts. It's fine. I'm gonna go for 808, but I know that 7.625 could be a level of hurt for the market. So, but I got my pullback that I wanted. So back to this conspiracy theory thing.
First of all, it's not a conspiracy theory thing if you're not calling it a conspiracy theory.
That's true. Let's just talk about you are correct. It's not
the fact that aliens exist. Let's talk about that.
They do exist.
I work as a contractor for the government. I did 13 years and worked with contractors. I used to write y'all contracts. So trust me when I tell you, like, the inefficiencies are on purpose. in certain areas of the military. But the efficient parts of the military, like if you've ever worked on a ship, the government can be extremely efficient. Trust me when I tell you that. Extremely efficient. And it's very well noted when you're on a ship, right? When you're on a ship, that's when you see it the most, how efficient the market can be.
You mean
looks like we're pushing back into 771. I'll get stopped out for 2 points at 75, locking in the fees for this trade.
When the government wants something, the government will get it. And especially if they got the money behind it, they will definitely get what they want. But Tommy, we didn't get to Tommy. Tommy said space is fake. UAPs are advanced interdimensional tech. Look up leaked missing flight for MH370 footage. I have seen that footage, by the way, Tommy.
Of course you have, because you're a conspiracy theorist.
I have seen it. I have seen it. No, wait.
This man, I swear, Justin flip-flops so much, Malik. It just drives me insane. He used to be the king of the conspiracy theorists. He used to talk about how many rabbit holes he would go down and all of this other stuff. And then we get on camera and he like, man, I don't do conspiracy theorists. I'm not.
No, just because I've gone down rabbit holes don't necessarily believe every rabbit hole I've been down. I've been down.
Non-conspiracy theorists don't go down rabbit holes.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories that I don't believe, though.
Blah 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 blah.
I don't believe any of the Trump conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of those.
Come on, Stellars, come back down here. Bring that A here, boy. Hopefully we can hold it. I wish I had an entry like Malik got, then I'd be willing to hold this thing, but I'm not willing to hold it. He's like, I got in before you, and I don't like the entry. Yeah, I'm at 75. If we get stopped out there, I'll take the 2 points, but I think it's gonna flush. I'm basically, I guess the way I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. The way I'm looking at it is if the Bears want to win, they should win, because this is the overall trend is down. Right. So if Bulls come in and take over, then they just take over the trend. But either way I go, I'm protected. I'm willing to let this trade play itself out. It's my first trade on the other account. So I'll lock in 2 points and be back to the level I was yesterday or when I started the day, or I'll get my target.
Yeah. I don't know if I should have waited for this liquidity to get snatched up at 8.5. That might have been the smart idea. I might actually just look to cut.
I'm short here at the trend line. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get. It's like as soon as we got above that trend line on ES, we popped above it and we got slapped right back down. You see that right there. So we'll see. There's no continuation to the downside, just like there's no continuation back to the upside. I just know on ES I'm protected. I'm basically in this trade for fees right now. It's a risk-free trade. I want to see this thing flush, and I'll look to re-enter just because now I'm looking at this 15-minute candle. I really like this doji candle at the top of structure here. Let me see if they got the same candle on ES got the same candle, that doji candle at the top of structure. So I'm actually liking this trade a lot more. I might actually absorb the full risk. I think I am. I'm gonna go to 10-point risk here. Just absorb the full risk of this trade. I like what I'm seeing here. Nope, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna stay right where I was, just for the simple fact that I've already moved my stop and I've already made that decision. So I don't want to remake a decision in hindsight. So entered at 770. Yeah, I got in at 777. So I'm risking nothing right now. I'm potentially risking about 12 points of profit. We just got to see which way this thing's gonna go. The VIX is getting no help. Or sellers aren't getting any help from the VIX, and Apple looks like it's trying to basically pull back and go higher. So we'll see what happens, because everything else looks negative. We'll see if the market's going to follow the old Apple, or is Apple going to follow the old Marquette. Market looks very bearish though. Yeah, Nvidia's looking bearish, and that's all we really care about on NQ. Like, just let Nvidia dump. It's kind of like let Russ cook. Let Nvidia dump. Yeah, bears just aren't. Bulls aren't trying to give up
60 level looks like right now. So let's see. Basic, yeah, that's the
That's
sticking point
Custard's
right now.
last stand.
I'm leaking these sayings. It's Custard's last stand. What?
That's hilarious, Malik.
What are you talking about? All right, I'm locking in the top of this high right here. I don't like what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm locked in. I locked in 77325. I'm like, all right, Bulls. Whatever you guys are trying to do here, I don't like it. So we'll go ahead and lock in 77325 and call it a day. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's the top of the wick. If we sweep that liquidity, so be it. If not, we'll come down further. Looks like a drop-based drop on the 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens. Got about another 3 minutes left in this candle. It's the longest 3 minutes of my life. Yeah, it's the longest 3 minutes of my life. Let me go check on my kids real quick. I'll be back.
I know this has been something else. I love being in competing positions right now, though.
In a trade,
Someone's gonna be right, but right now my trade is not going too well right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter to me whether I get stopped out or not. I'm just collecting this data on this trade. I still like the longs, and Bulls are still fighting up here and kind of like absorbing price, but we'll see. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But I mean I like the pullback that we got, so we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, then it don't work. Right now, just looking at price action, haven't been able to break back above that previous high that we made, so that's good for the bears. But right now, there's been a lot of selling. The bears are trying to sell this market down, and they're not being rewarded. So that at least I like. But I followed my plan. This was my plan, so we came back and touched 4788. It held. I saw what I wanted to see. I got long, but we'll see what happens. The VIX is continuing to push down, so we'll see if we can break this high. 4796 is kind of an area where we could struggle, but after that, we're pretty much just chilling. So I don't know. See what happens. It's definitely a fight right here, that's for sure. Just continues to be a lot of selling up here. But I'm only risking 2 points, so I'm not really risking that much. Micaiah got short. You're all against me. Yeah, it's definitely a fight over here. But I will say for the Bears side, we keep making lower highs, so that's good. That's good if you're a Bear.
I am back. Had to go play a little laser tag with the kids. Head and shoulders on NQ. Yeah, it looks bearish, man. I think we're just squeezing out all of these buyers that thought we were going higher. I think this is just a result of us tapping that liquidity. Damn, I'm tired. We got these new laser tag guns, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need like a vest. You just basically shoot the sensors on the gun. So my it's like we got 4 guns and they're all rechargeable. So my 4-year-old or my 3-year-old be downstairs like playing laser tag and jump with me. Whew, that was fun. Nice little workout. All right, where are we on this trade? Malik, you still in? Or did you walk away? Okay, bet. Good. Yeah, that drop base drop, and we're below that 9 EMA. I think we're coming straight down. My take profit is at 85, 685. So I'm looking for a pretty big move here. I just think that we're about to start stopping a bunch of people out. If we can just get below, we can get below 755. That's where that next 5-minute demand zone is, and we can get acceptance below 42, and then I'll look to start taking more profit off the table.
He's actually already coming down.
Yeah, but ES isn't following though.
ES has just been holding strong. Yeah, y'all already broke the low.
Yeah, we've been down. We just need to get. We're still not giving up what I want us to give up though, and we're starting to find more and more buyers down here, which I don't like, because we're basically trying to get price acceptance and have this lower high being put in or higher low being put in, which I don't like. But again, I expected a nice bounce down here at 55, so let me lock in. About 10 points here. I'll lock in 7 points right there at the 70 level. Let's see the 1 minute where I can lock in. See if I can lock in 10 points. Yeah, I'll lock in 69.50. I'll lock that in. I think that's fair. Could get a bounce here for sure. Looks like a nice little inverse head and shoulders potentially on the 1 minute. We're getting a nice bounce off 5-minute demand to the left of price on NQ. So just locking in about 8 points right there just to see this trade through. If we get a bounce here, it would make sense. I think this is the pullback area that a lot of buyers will probably step in here. So I'm going to go ahead and secure a little bit of profit right here. Yeah, just look to the left. You see that 5-minute demand zone? Yeah, that's why I started securing more profit right there, because I was like, all right, I'm tapped out right there for about 7 points. No big deal. I like the way that buyers stepped in right there. And well, I like your entry, but at the same time, I think this is a good area to get out. I think this is an area where buyers would be significantly interested, right? And if we were looking to long the market, this is exactly where I would look to long the market. Therefore, like for me, those are multiple reasons why it's time to potentially get out of the trade. And I'll look to re-enter if we break below 42, because that will tell me price is ready to go lower. Right now, this could be a liquidity sweep. We could potentially get ready to go higher. And ES is starting to push back up as well. So I think it's a good trade. Again, I would have liked to have been in a little bit sooner, but I think the way that I trailed my stop, locking in about 7 points right there, was a good idea to do. Let's see if we put this lower high in, though. So we can look to potentially re-enter. Or is this thing going to push back up?
Yeah, that's where I'm at, too. Do we end up pushing through all this and going, or...
Are you still in your long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because ES... Well, no, I was just asking. ES is not moving nearly as much as NQ in this area, so ES has basically held its low right there, and that's another reason why I wanted to get out of the short, because sellers didn't want to get out, or sellers didn't have enough strength to push below, and instead of the VIX pushing up, it's still pushing down. Therefore, like, it means somebody's continuously buying down here, so I didn't want to be a part of that any longer.
Yeah, I like the volatility to speed up a little bit, but we are in the afternoon hours, so or it's at noon. So
shoot, it's 11:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just want to see. I want to see if we can't push up, break these highs with some volatility, get into that 96-ish area. That'll be 6 points. I was risking 2, so that'll be a 3-1 already. See if we can't break that and continue on up, or what we're gonna do. I'm up about 3 points right now, 3.5 points.
Inverse. Oh, okay. You said head and shoulders. You meant inverse. Yeah, I was looking at that too on my trade when I was short. I was like, this looks like an inverse head and shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead and get this trade up out of here and bounce. Yes, is pushing into 47.96.50. NQ's coming into potentially coming in and looking for a rejection at the 770 level. I would venture to say this is probably VWAP somewhere in here because that's where it is on
NQ. 809
on NQ.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a way to go to get to VWAP. And ES is already above VWAP, which is interesting. But yeah, it looks like we're trying to push.
NQ's above VWAP on the tape there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because it's gonna be different. We just broke above the day high, so now I just want to see buying kind of continue. I don't want to see this reject. If I see this reject, it'll be a pretty big red flag for me. Yeah, like that. That's the red flag. Okay. There we go. That's at least good. Pop back up. See buyers continue to buy up here.
VIX is down to 14.10. Again, looking for that potential retest on the VIX of this 1 hour demand zone, and we're just coming into it right now. So let's see how VIX reacts to this 14 level here.
Yeah, I'm up 4.5 points. So I went to break even because I was up a 2-1. So I'm at break even right now. Looking for us to push into that 46.60 level. Let's see what happens.
It got us again, Malik. They got us again, Malik. I'm a pass before I do something stupid. I don't like the price action here. I think this is
done.
I think this is a really high volume area, so I'm not going to be looking to do anything in this area. I'll wait till we come back to the extreme. Maybe get back to that entry that you got at 785, 790, potentially the 800s or 816.
I haven't gotten up above your high yet.
That's what I mean. Like for us, I think we're going to continue to push. So I don't want to jump in front of this price action. I'd much rather wait till we get to another area that I'd be willing to short at like 816.
There's the 96 tap right there. See if we can break above 96.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, ES is already pushing up. I think Apple is reversing here as well. Yeah, Apple caught that bid down at 186. Tapped into those highs, got above that high, and now it's looking to kind of push back up in the day or basically turn this market around come 12 o'clock. It's almost 12 now, so we'll see what happens. I think both quality trades on the day. I think us getting into the short and a proper entry was a good trade. It just didn't have any continuation. And then Justin taking that opportunity on the liquidity sweep to take the market long just goes to show that you can take the market long, you can take the market short. As long as you're getting in at proper entries and you're getting out at proper areas, you can still make money in both directions. It within literally the same time frame, myself and a member in the Discord made money to the downside while Justin was entering his trade, and now he's up on money he's up on his trade for money on the upside. Like that's the beauty of trading, in my opinion. Like that's the gorgeous thing of trading. Like Justin was right and I was right too, right? Like I just didn't get the continuation that I wanted. And he's getting that push back to the upside where both of us can make money in the same, not necessarily on the same instrument, but in the same trade, but in different directions. I think that's a super cool part about trading. And to me, the only reason we made money, me and the Discord member, is because we got significantly good entries on the breakdowns. And then we trailed our stop to make sure that we didn't. And then there's a tap of 47.96.50 on ES. So let's see if we can get that push into 48.08 like Justin was talking about.
Yeah, we just broke above it. Want to see if we get some buying continuing up. 4,800 is going to be the next level. That's going to be a level where I seriously consider taking profit just because of the psychological hold number. That's a 10-point move for me as well. So wouldn't be too bad of an area just to go ahead and just get all up out of there.
But see, that's why you trail your stop. And that's why I was telling you, like, don't give back all of this profit because there's no reason to, right? Like Mhm. Yeah. I'm up. I think like $14 on the day. So yeah, I'm up. Oh, I'm up.
Yeah, bro, that's it. See, that's the name of the game. Like just continue to practice that patience. I'm up $27 on the day on this account, but I don't care because I know every single trade that I took was quality. The other account I'm up about $160 on, right? But again, it's not about the money for me. It's about taking quality trade setups. And today I followed every single trade setup that I like. I took. And right now, Justin's about to eat on this trade. Let's go, Jay.
Yeah, it's working out right now. Like you said, I'm only up about $100 on the day, but it's not about
It's
the
not
money.
about that.
I
It's
took
really
two
not.
very quality setups and they
Mhm.
worked out. But had they not worked out, I know I could live with it because they were trades I planned out before the market got there. And I swear I'm about to take profit on this because
I would. I would. Because now we're at that level where I actually would look to short ES.
Let's see if we.
Malik, this is our level again, bro. now I'm scared to take it. I'm like, man, I don't like the way y'all kind of beat up down there at them lows. Like, I don't like that.
We're still good. We're still buying going on.
I want to see the volatility come in to the downside before I get into this thing again. At this point, I don't even want the top. Just give me something that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another equal high being put in here, which is very bearish. Every time I look at this, it's just looking more and more bearish. Come on, man. Hey, now they got me scared to take it. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. Dang, I should have took it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna secure the 4 points and then. Yeah, I'm gonna secure the 4 points. I'm gonna secure the 2-1, and then go from there because I need to be securing at least the 2-1.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna watch. I think it's gonna flush here. I think it's an area that I would look to short this market, but I'm gonna watch just because I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
This 5-minute candle's looking real bearish.
Yeah, the 15-minute looked like a lower high. This guy in with the liquid. Oh my god, the 5-minute candle looks bearish.
Yeah, the 5-minute candle looks very bearish.
This 5-minute candle looks very bearish. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like a rejection. We'll see if the buying continues.
We'll see, man. We'll see. These buyers just, I don't know. They look like they got other plans here. Mm-hmm. Well, I think last Friday was, I think the last 2 or 3 weeks I was telling the chat and I was telling the YouTube channel, like the last 2 or 3 weeks of the market, like gave me so much insight. I think I want to try shorts again here. Yeah, I'm gonna short it again here. I just feel like if we can't get above 88, then we have to come down.
All right, just secured a 2-1 right there. Definitely cool with that. Definitely a good trade.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good trade.
I see the rejection candle potentially, so I wanted it to get that 2-1. This thing might run more, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, just like on the tape, what I'm seeing on
There it
NQ,
goes.
it was just massive failure at these highs, and we're just refusing to go higher. And now we got a bunch of trapped buyers up there at the highs at 785 again. So I'm hoping to get these buyers to stop out so we can get the flush that I've been waiting on this entire afternoon. So we can just get to the other side of VWAP on the tape at 765. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm looking at on the tape here on NQ.
Yeah, how's
Why?
I'd be careful trying to long the market. That was a pretty strong failure. It could still work out, but it was a pretty strong failure. But thanks. It's a pretty good trade. Go ahead.
Yeah, so on NQ, hang on, let this thing load. This level up here is 785 that one of my Discord members is pointing out, and Micaiah is pointing out that area as well. This is like the second time we've come up here and failed, right? So we just draw a little rectangle in this area. Every time we come up here, we just keep finding more and more. I don't know why this thing. Okay, there it goes. So this was the first rejection right here, and then we dropped down, broke structure, right? Consolidated at the lows, and then we popped back up. And again, all of this buying that came in was met at the exact same level. So once I saw that, I got short about right here. Basically almost the same entry, but this time I'm going to let the trade play out. And I'm going to put my stop above this area here. So if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. But knowing that the trend is very, very bearish, the only thing that gives me pause is the VIX isn't, well, now the VIX is starting to push up a little bit, but I just need us to get below this structure here at 55, and then I think we'll get the push down that I'm looking for. So that was the thesis on me taking the trade. I think I'll screenshot that too for later when I go back and do my review. So.
Yeah, we got 4785 on ES. There's like a big block of liquidity. That also kind of helped me took that scalp trade, even though I got 4 points out of it. And the other thing that I look at it too, just so you guys know, is I when I'm in small size, I look at it like, okay, I took 2 trades today, I made $100. But if I was in 2 minis, that'd have been $1,000 day. So if I can consistently do $100, then there's no reason why I can't consistently do 1,000, right? But
all right, Malik, you get in with me or what, baby? Am I alone? Let's go. I got in at 73, literally the same freaking entry.
But it looks like there could be a potential head and shoulders playing out right now on ES. Good trade, really good trade.
Come on down, NQ. Come on, pay me my money.
Flushing.
Yes, NQ is too. We just need this push right down into 85. That's all I'm looking for. Is a push into 685.
This is the bounce spot. This is perfect. This is the bounce spot I'd be looking for right now on ES to potentially come back up and retest and make a shoulder. Because right now we got a really nice head and shoulders playing out. Yeah, I said it right this time.
Inverse or head or
no, a head and shoulders.
So why don't you be looking to play back up?
No. I want this to bounce up for the head and shoulders. See, we got the shoulder.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then we bounce back up, and then we should fail somewhere in this area for putting that right shoulder.
All right, we're up about 20 points on the trade again. Let's see if this thing can't stay down this time. Stay down, NQ. Just stay down, cuz. Stay down. 31 points on those. Yeah, I'm up about 30 points on this trade now. Which is, and this is the part I don't understand. If you understand how to trade, like 10 points is really a joke on NQ. Like, I'm sorry, I'm saying it. I feel like it's a joke. Because when the volatility is there, like, huh?
It ain't a joke if you in 10 contracts. 10.
Well, yeah, it's like $2,000 on 10 contracts.
Yeah.
I just ain't got there yet, but I'm gonna get there.
But if you could consistently get 30 points, then I mean, on 10 contracts, it's still nuts. It's like what, six grand?
Yep, that's another 3-to-1 right there. We're gonna lock in the 1-to-1. Lock in 63. Locking in those 10 points right there, guys.
Nakia wants to know what's your levels on NQ? I can't listen when I'm in a trade. LOL.
I can't listen when I'm in a trade. I'm looking right now. I'm short 773. And I'm looking for a push down to 685 on NQ. So I'm looking for a push down to that breaker structure. That low down there at 685. That's what I'm looking. That's where I'm looking to get out. But I'm trailing my stop right now. I'm up about 10 points. Well, I'm up about 30 or 40 points on the trade, so I'm locking in the 10 points. Now I'm locking in that next candle structure at 53. So I'm locking in 20 points. So it's a 2-to-1 risk reward right now that I'm locking in. So roughly about 20 points. I'm locking in the drop base drop on the 1 minute right there. And I'm comfortable locking in 20 points. But I am looking for a push down to 685. That's where I think we're headed. Maybe even lower. So
And then
if you want to know my levels in real life, though, Nakia, we do have a Discord. It's only $15 a week to start. It's $40 a month. If you want to learn a little more, we got a Discord. So
Micaiah says last week though, I said through, Jesus. Last week though, NQ was only moving like 50 points a day. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, but that was last week. We knew the volatility was low. We looked at last week as like learning opportunities, guys. All right, we're locking in a 3-1 right there. 3-1's locked in. Can't lose on the trade. I secured everything that I wanted out of this trade. Now we're just looking for icing on the cake here.
Yeah, that was a hellified rejection. I saw through that one. I was like, I might not.
Yeah, when I rejection came in, I said, okay, I'm getting short. I was like, I'm getting short right here. I didn't. As soon as I saw that rejection, I was like, Justin better get out right now. I said he better get out. I secured my
2-to-1, so I was chilling, but
locking in the 3-1 here, guys. I might get stopped out at 43. 43.25 is my stop right now.
4788 again on ES is acting as support here, but I don't think it's going to hold for too much longer though. Although we do have a CVD divergence, which is kind of nice, but I still overall I would look for the market to make a higher low, or a lower high, just because of the way we came down here. We came down here very aggressive, so it would, unless you're trying to scalp the market back up, which is not for me. Makai says 728's first target on NQ. Cashing out 3 more cons at that level, and I'll let the other 2 ride. Let's go.
Yeah, I got everything stopped for me at 43.25. That's a 30-point move on NQ for me. Locked in about 30 points right there. Just waiting to see if we can get this push into 685. I'm not going to move my stop again, though. I'm lying. I'm going to trail my stop lower if we keep coming down lower. Yeah. Yeah, I'm locking in another tick right there. 43 even. So I guarantee myself that 3-to-1 for sure. Next level I'll lock in is 33 if we can continue to flush. And then we'll be locking in a 4-to-1. A 5-to-1 is just ridiculous. But if we can get there, I'll take it.
Well, that 7-6 or that 9-6 level was on point.
Thank you, sir.
Was that the high? Oh yeah, that was the high.
That was the equal high right there. We triple topped up there. Yep.
Oh no, actually quadruple topped on NQ.
Yep, and that's why I was watching it. I was like, okay. And here comes the flush down to 35. Again, locking in another candle structure there. Locking in 41 now. So we're a little over a 3-to-1 risk reward. 3-to-1 risk reward there. Let's go, baby. Discord member locked in a 3-to-1 as well. Let's go.
I just realized too, we had a dang. I wish I would have seen that sooner.
We could bounce here for sure. We got highs right here, Malik, at 33.50. We could bounce here for sure. So make sure you lock in everything that you're comfortable with. I'm gonna lock in one more point right here. Lock in the 40s. There we go. All right, I'm stopped out right there for 33 points, I think. So now my day is 3 for 3, baby. No losses on the day. I'm done trading. No need to trade anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done too. I do want to see how this plays out, but I'm not actually going to take this trade. But again, today was good. We mentioned what we were planning on doing before price got there, and they respected it nicely.
And for the haters out there that don't believe we actually taking trades back,
got a mean headache.
Let me share. All right. Great trades today, man. Great trades on you for you as well, Jay. Like fucking kill count, bro. There we go. Trading really small size. Took about 2 trades, right? Brand new account. Wanted to start off fresh.
Looks like we're getting that push into 28. Secure your profit there, Malik. I got short. Yep, locked into 5-1. Discord members locking in 5-1. Let's go. Kill count. I got in at 773 right here. Locked in price at the 40s, just like I was telling you guys about, 740. My target was 685, which I think we're going to hit, and we're going to hit it really easily. Maybe if I had some more contracts, again, things that I'll work on when I start to size up. These are trades that I'm going to be thinking about where I could lock in these 2 contracts and then leave the other 2 contracts for break even to get to my overall profit target, right? And then as I start to put on more size, I can start doing that with even higher contract sizes, right? Locking in those 10 points, taking those contracts off as we start to push down, right? So being comfortable just trading 2 contracts is about, let's go. Discord member killing it. Let's go, Malik. 5-1 risk reward live on stream for the Discord member, and basically a 4-1 for me. I'm sorry, a 6-1 risk reward for the Discord member.
Get it right. 6-1. Get it right.
And then a 4-1, 3.8. No, I don't think it's done. I think we're going to 685 and lower. That's what I think. But that, like I said, that being said, guys, the Discord link, the link to the Discord is in the description of the video. You guys are more than welcome to join. If not, come back and join us Monday through Friday. We're giving out free education, man. Free education. And again, we're focused on the quality, not the quantity. We're focused on the process, not the size. So that being said, Jay, you got anything to add, bro? I'm ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to. My head is killing me. It's pounding.
Go get some rest, brother. Discord members, I will be live at 4 p.m. going over, breaking down the market and my trades as well. If you guys want to join me over there, you're welcome to do so. If not, I'll go ahead and record that for you so you have that session as well. That being said, come back and see us tomorrow, guys. Monday through Friday, we're live every day. We got FOMC at 2 p.m. So we may or may not go longer than expected. I'm not sure. It depends on what we have going on in our actual lives. So that being said, be safe in these markets, man. Take quality trades, look for good setups, and find educators that can take you on the right path. From the Trader Shop, myself and Jay Seals, we out, man. Peace.